So, last time, when the Silver Ravens were busy diving into the deep end, it was quite literally the deepest end, because they found themselves assisting the elves of Asazazi out at the Drowned Eye, an ancient pit in the ocean, hundreds and hundreds of feet below the surface, where the Aboleth necromancer Menethegero had taken up residence and dominion over the necromantic energies of the Drowned Eye, using it to animate an army of undead and put an arcane sickness over the area of the Dismal Niche, which, through a series of varying teamwork, observation, and erasing skills, were able to get rid of both Menethegero himself by beating the shit out of him and stabbing him until he fell unconscious, and then stabbing him some more, and then once more for good measure, and removing the ancient energies that had built up within the Drowned Eye forever. You guys returned to the village of Asazazi heroes, and they promised the support of the aquatic elf population in the Arcadian Ocean near the coast of Avestan, the continent you guys are on. With that, you were offered room and board for the night in Asazazi, which it's about on par maybe with Tibresh's Spartan apartment, and even that apartment might be more grandiose than the places you were set up for this last night, which caused no end of, I'm not sure if it was external, but there was definitely internal ing from Icar about it. But the sun has now come up on Fire Day, and you guys are preparing to return the 5-day trip to get back to the city of Kintargo.
Hey, I'm sorry. My ass wasn't in that shot, was it?
If it was, I'll blur it out. If it was, I didn't notice.
Okay, cool.
I desperately wish I had remembered to use the good night sleep spell. Guys, I remember there was that spell I used that one time.
Did you have
use that?
Did you have any spell juice left? We used a lot of our spell juice.
That's a fair point.
Roger, what was that loud hissing noise? Was that coming from you?
Sorry, that was
No,
me.
I
I thought Garrett's mic.
I tried to mute as soon as I was done talking. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway.
We all wake up just a little bit more competent.
A little bit more robust in some places.
By the time everyone else wakes up, Tib'resh has been up for 6 hours.
Oh, wait.
To be fair, Tim, let's say you slept and then you woke up with your key now focused with the ability to do that.
Oh, right, that's fair.
I immediately run to his bathroom to take a morning shit.
There's no bathroom here. It's a small little hut.
You're gonna have to take your shit out in the ocean where nature intended it.
Okay.
Did we get health back from our night's sleep?
Did you get what?
Did we heal from our night's sleep, or would I have needed to heal us?
Naturally,
first?
you guys heal 8 hit points every night. Well, you would have healed 7 and then leveled up, so it still would have been 8. But you probably would have expended what healing spells you had available left. And the only two of you that were really hurt were you and Flickie, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd want to heal him. I had like 5 cure lights left.
With that, you probably would have been able to get yourself relatively high. If not all the way up there.
You take some big-ass fucking hits?
Yeah, I'm 30 points down at the moment. How much health are you down?
I don't even know where my fucking token is. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. We're on the, I've already adjusted your health for the level up, but Flickie was down at like 22 hit points, but then he quaffed one of the Cure Serious Wound potion tablet board thingies that the elves gave you. So Flickie was actually doing pretty good for himself hit point-wise after the fight.
I broke my board in half, and I'm still down 30.
Yeah, the fun thing about Flickie is that he had to put up with being see-through and slimy and moisturized constantly for the rest of the day until you guys got back.
Gross.
Yeah, you would have been fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
Don't you love that thing in Kingmaker? Use all healing abilities and spells every time you rest. Yeah, let's do that.
Yep. But yeah, I would have wanted to heal Flickie first. Like, I want to get all my allies back to full health.
Well, Flickie probably would have needed one cure at that point, because with 22 hit points and then a cure serious wounds, he was sitting pretty good by the end of that.
I have mineraled almost every one of these.
You say
No,
no,
not
not
minimal.
or max roll?
No, it was a 5 from a D8.
Hey, Luke.
Five,
In the
5
Flickie.
from a D8 is right about average.
Yeah, it's been average across the board, but it's good heals.
Yes, Dillon?
When I get the wish spell, could I invent pizza?
You don't need a magic to do that.
Well, can I make a pizza that always refills itself? So, like, when I eat it, it just, like, goes poof and then comes back?
That, I mean, you could
Theoretically, yes.
for that, but I get the feeling that the pizza that comes back to fill in the piece you eat has to come from somewhere, and in some other part of the world, the monkey's paw curls.
They're gonna be like, "Where'd you get that?" I'm gonna be like, internet."
Well, technically,
There's some pizzeria that's guests all the time are like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, to be fair, the create food and water spell exists, so theoretically you could use that for it. It just wouldn't be self-replenishing. It would just come every time you cast create food and water, which I think is a cleric spell.
If you're using the wish spell, I mean, I'm sure you could entwine a eternal casting of replenished food.
I also remind you that wish costs like a diamond worth 25,000 gold pieces per casting.
You don't think that a never-ending pizza would be worth $25,000?
I know it
I
would,
don't.
but you got to
Not
find
with the
that diamond
rebellion
first.
That's 25,000 gold pieces. A gold piece is not $1. Like, a silver piece is like $1. A gold piece is like $10. So it's more like 250,000.
It's more like a scalper's Spider-Man No Way Home ticket.
Exactly.
So it's like the press the button and somebody random dies, but you get $1 million thing. Like, fuck it, the pizza will just get stolen from somebody. Yeah.
All right. But as you guys wake up, it appears that Kyra and Ava are busy having some conversation over by the ladder carved steps and handholds on their way back up the cliff.
Girl talk immediately ignored.
Can I listen?
I mean, you can't hear from all the way. I mean, you see them over there, but they're like,
Oh, my
all the
bad.
way
I
over
thought we
there.
were.
That was
I thought
my
we were-
elbow.
My bad. I thought we were already like on our way up. My bad. I
Well,
missed it.
as you guys were walking that way, you see them already there.
Oh, they're over at the walk up, and we're kind of coming out of
No,
the
more like
village?
the climb up, but yes.
Yeah.
And yes, Dillon, you still have the boots.
Fucking goddamn right I do.
We are going to have to lasso you in. You can
It'll
go
be great.
stand and just pew and land across. And once we get up there, like, all right, bud.
It's
Fuck
100.
it, bro.
It's 100 feet up. You can get there in about half a minute.
I pull out an umbrella and I'm just like, ha, and I like rise up into the sky.
I want to say hey to the ladies as we're walking up to the bottom, if they're not already moving.
They're not. They're waiting for you. Kyra's kind of rolling her eyes at Flickie taking off. She's like expected at this point. But it's like you've seen this expression on many people before. Where does he have this energy in the morning?
Well, the man
It's-
can fly.
He has a tendency to expel things from himself in the morning. It gives him bursts of speed.
I noticed.
I yell from up top, I am lighter and more agile.
You and I will compete for that second part, Kyra says.
I can literally fly.
Kyra, do you want to be on lasso duty when we get to the top? I mean, somebody's got to reel him in.
I'm just going to turn the boots
Oh, wait. We're going to reel him in? Hold on a second. And she takes out a crossbow bolt and a wad of rope. Are you being serious about this?
Whoa. I want to put a hand on her shoulder and like, can you put like a bean bag on the tip of the bolt? So just in case, make sure nothing happens.
I mean,
I'm floating up right next to the wall.
I've
Oh, wait,
li-
I can't go horizontally, though.
Correct. It's straight up and down unless he like pushes himself off something solid. So if he had like 2 immovable rods, he could theoretically like monkey bar himself if he wants to make lateral movement. But yeah, but Kyra's wondering. I literally have a spell for this. I was gonna use it to give us a safety line on the way up, but I don't know. Something about tagging the wizard kind of feels fun,
right?
Kyra.
I start doing like the dunk the clown bit. I'm like antagonizing her. Like, you think you can hit me from over there? Oh, look at the big lady.
Do you think you can beat him to the top if you go in wolf form? Or fox form, pardon?
Unfortunately,
first of all, offensive.
Unfortunately, no, because this is basically a ladder. This is a ladder carved into the side of the cliff. Essentially, it's not a pathway that snakes back and forth. No, you know what? I'll do the responsible thing, but everybody stand back. So she takes the arrow and the crossbow bolt and the rope, and she uses them to cast the handy grapnel spell, which is basically it turns into basically the Batman grappling hook, and she fires it, and her bolt goes out and clenches into the top of the cliff, and the small bit of rope that she had has extended down to. You would estimate there's like several hundred feet of rope here, but
Jesus, she was just holding several hundred feet of rope.
No, it magically expanded because that's how the spell works.
Oh, okay.
Let me specifically double check how much. And the grapnel. I'm sorry. That's how much. That's the poundage it can carry. 50 feet plus 5 feet per level. So there's 80 feet of rope. So there's no rope for the first 20 feet of this climb, but at that point, it's not exactly going to be much of a fatal fall. But for the latter 4/5 of this climb, you guys have a safety rope to grab onto if you need, which is going to reduce the climb DC you have to make.
Icar is just going to click his heels 3 times and walk up the side of the cliff.
Because he's got spider climbing.
That's sweet.
All right, boys, let's climb. Ladies?
Ava says she'll go last.
Tib'resh climbs the wall.
I want to try to like furiously rock climb, like mountain climb, like the competitive mountain climbing.
Well,
scale up the mountain, just
yeah, with a natural 20, that fucking high you do. And Tib'resh also scales it pretty effectively.
I want to get to the top and just be like holding on to the rope and looking down.
What, are you trying to taunt me, or?
No, just making sure y'all are all right. If I gotta like help somebody, I got this rope to like hold on to and help you.
Of course I'm fine. I have the upper body strength of 20 men.
I'm just saying, one of us got to the top first.
It wasn't a contest. Everybody tried to make it a whole. You know what? Forget it.
It's fine. Yeah, no.
Tib'resh pulls himself up to the top without the use of the ropes.
Well, yeah, because the DC was like 10. Everybody's fine.
Why does
we just spilled an apple at them for like pissing contest climbing up a mountain.
To be fair, before that apple, that whole thing at sea was zombies. Or Draugr, zombie shark, more Draugr, Aboleth, and then 3 hours of dicking around in the drowned eye.
I'm so glad to be on land again, you guys. It just feels right.
And not see-through, thank goodness.
Big Sebastian and Deuce are there with the cart.
Big Sebastian and the Deuce.
Did we ever shave the number 2 into the side of the deuce?
I can't remember if that was a joke or not.
Is it going to be handle animal or a cat?
Yeah, painted. That's what it was.
Yeah, didn't you like crush up blueberries or some shit and make like blueberry paint?
Oh yeah. How is our big blue number 2?
remnants of it exist, but it's been a little while. It's kind of naturally worn out from dusty road travel.
Can I shave the number 2 into the side where it was?
Make me an animal handling check.
It kicks you in the chest. You die.
Yes.
25. I want to shear it off with my falchion and just like scratch him on the back and say, "You're a good boy."
Make me
Yeah, you are too.
If you're using the falchion, also make me a dexterity check.
Yeah, like use a knife. Use like a knife or like a razor blade.
Oh wait, is there a way to do it? That's I thought the falchion, because it's so keen and like good at.
Yeah, but it's
shaving
also
things,
a
useful.
two-handed weapon, dude. You don't use that to shave somebody.
All right, then I'll use a typical shaving tool that the handle animal
Like a
animal
razor.
applies for. Yeah, like that.
Wait, do you even own a
Wait,
razor?
would the falchion be really? No, I don't. So dexterity.
Well, yeah, dexterity with the falchion.
Will be 20 plus.
Well, you start to shave this 2, but by the time you finished it, you get a bit closer than you think on some of the other ends. So it looks like a really, really, like, here's the 2, it starts, then it turns into a really fat teardrop shape. So pretty much one of his entire flanks is naked. Deuce kind of
Does he look hurt or just uncomfortable?
Deuce kind of turns and looks at you, and he gives you a horse side eye.
I'm sorry, bud. I thought it was going to be really cool. I'm not good at helping.
Tib'resh looks down his nose and says, "Hey, you owe that horse a day at the groomers, okay? Next time we get back in town."
All right,
we're
Deuce.
naked there at this rate.
Deuce, when we get back to town, the day of the groomer's on me.
That is one naked horse.
It's not that naked. It's basically imagine if you only shaved one butt cheek and then we're walking around with it.
What, you do this, you fucking mook? Hey, welcome to Brooklyn.
Deuce, can I ride on your back for the way?
It is still an unintelligent horse, so you make me another handle animal check.
You mind?
You're able to get on Deuce despite his protestations.
You're a good boy. I'm gonna pat him on the neck. Y'all ready for this?
Yes, I tip my wizardy hat kind of low. I put one of those like wheat straw looking things in my mouth, and I ask Sugtok to play some podunk like like trail music. And I'm like, well, about 2 summers ago.
Yeah, the sickness gets to everyone eventually. It's a simple life here on the bayou.
we ride off into the noon sun.
No, it's still morning.
We ride off into the morning sun, playing some happy podunk music.
You are actually riding into the sun because you're heading east now.
I'm gonna quickly pick it up into this like really annoying like folk rock, indie folk rock, like quick picking music into a song of marching.
Okay.
Icar will jam along a little bit.
All right. You also catch Kyra tapping one of her feet.
I want to make eyeballs at Icar and see, like, what do you play, man?
I've had a little bit of training in everything.
Well, what's your favorite?
Interpretive dance.
I don't know. I've gotten pretty attached to these pipes that we got all the way down in the sewers.
Well, pull them out.
Icar will pull out the pipes of the sewers. He still has them.
I believe you.
Doing all right.
Okay.
Tib'resh, do you play any instruments?
No, not. Oops.
Sorry, I muted myself.
That's okay.
No, not. No, I've never had much talent for song.
Well, have you ever wanted to play an instrument?
I mean, I can give it a shot, or maybe I could just tap out a beat with my big old fist.
This is an exceptional instrument for beginners, and I want to summon instrument a cowbell.
You can, and it lasts for what, an hour?
Yeah. To just summon a cowbell into Tib'resh's hands.
We absolutely need more of this.
Well, if you say so.
Now, Flickie, what were you saying? And I'm just needling. We got Icar on windpipes and Tib'resh on a cowbell.
I could take these two little sticks here and whip up a fine beat for you gentlemen. The horses can walk.
I'm sure Tib'resh keeps in time.
And I pick up two sticks and I keep it real simple so Tib'resh can stay in time. Yeah, we're like, it's a jaunty tune down the street. And Tim with that one.
At this point, I have spun around on Deuce's back, and I'm like laying with my back kind of up his neck, and laying with the loot just up against him.
Okay. And that's how the rest of this day goes. These guys just noodling on your instruments as you walk along the coastline.
I was wondering when you were going to step in and say something.
Oh, I was waiting for a natural conclusion of this, and a good couple seconds of Derp Nugget to play.
That's such a great song.
Every time you drop that song, it's just funny.
I want to have like tossed my buckler to Flickie and like washboard, bruh.
And I'm like,
He takes one of his wands and is just doing it.
No, I use one of the sticks, bro. Those wands are like my kids.
All right.
Silver Ravens, also a band. And for once, I got a performance check over a 10.
You got a performance check higher than Icar's.
This would make us exactly like Johnny Silverhand from fucking Cyberpunk. We're this like rebellious band that's taking down the government one skyscraper at a time.
Guys, we need to invent punk rock.
You're working on it.
Right now, it sounds like.
Right now, we're in our folk rock stage. We're not hard enough yet.
I wonder if there's anyone in the city who has, seen our battles that like might be humming to themselves every once in a while. Fuck you. Yeah.
Fuck you, time to die.
Don't worry, we're the good guys.
Cut them into pieces.
This is our last resort.
This
like
weird collective of secret fans in the city that everyone else is like, those guys are fucking psychopaths. What, have you ever heard what they're singing about? It's terrifying.
They're not singing about me. To the window, to the wall.
So do we want to do anything on this trip, or do we just want to see?
Well, here's what I'm saying, because day 2 is Star Day, which is Rebellion Day.
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck.
Strong start. All right.
I did. You told us specifically to think about what we.
Oh
wanted to
yeah,
do.
I didn't think about anything
At all. 0%.
As per the usual, I'm probably going to default to Roger unless I have an idea that grabs my fancy here.
All right.
I think we need to recruit more supporters. I think a bigger base of people is always going to be good.
Well, first things first. Let's run through the stuff that's just automatic every time.
Can you bounce us back to the rebellion map, please?
Uh-huh. Oh.
You guys, we're a band now.
For some reason, I thought you guys were on there the entire time.
Oops. No, we've been underwater the whole time.
That's right. I forgot. No, it's because I was doing things DME on this map, and I forgot to move you guys back to it. That's on me. I'm sorry.
I have a little side conversation with Tim the Pimp about how he thought like it was like chilling out in the ocean and stuff, just waiting for us on the boat.
The locals were not very talkative. They were sickly and boring, and I beat all of them in the races, but none of them were really trying.
Wow. All right. Damn, Tim, I didn't know you felt so strongly about this. And you see me talking to my bird like making like weird little fucking like Donnie noises from the wild thornberries.
How many days are we on the road?
It's 5 days total.
On the second, is this the second day?
Actually, sorry, 4 days, because it was 3 days by horse, 5 days walking, 4 by cart, 4.5 by cart. But I am just reminding myself where everything is.
Do I see him squawking at his bird on the second day?
It's hard to miss. The
Yeah, that's
cart's
it.
not
Emily,
that
how would you
big.
not?
I want to cast Speak with Animal on myself.
Oh, okay.
As he's doing that, which gives me 8 minutes of talking to animals.
All right.
And I want to go up to Tim the Pimp and say, now, Bird, I'm not sure if I entirely believe
I have a
these
name.
words. Holy fuck.
And I look at him and I'm like,
Tim, Tib'resh, do you have any idea what the hell is going on over there?
Now, here's the funny thing. Flickie and his bird's communication is only they can understand each other. Your spell lets you understand birds, or animals in this case. So you hear hawk screeching and the spell translates it for you. Flickie still hears whatever secret language he and the bird have. So it's there's a little bit of weird disconnect. Basically, one of you is watching dub, one of you is watching sub.
But I'm hearing.
so I'm watching sub, obviously.
I have a name, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Squeaker.
Listen,
Squeakity, squeak, Nick, squeaking.
Flickie has told us a lot that you can speak, and we've just, I mean, you know Flickie.
You're all not as smart as him.
Yeah, we're done here. And I'm done talking with Tim. I'm going to walk away from Tim because I know he's right.
I slide 5 feet this way on the cart.
I fucking hold up my fist and Tim gives me a little foot bump.
I turn around on Deuce and I just hug at his neck and scratch it
Better than Deuce.
You're a smart horse, aren't you, boy?
Hey,
Smart enough to get you back for what you did to my flank.
Fuck, I forgot I can talk with you guys. I'm gonna fix it, man.
Sugtok gets the cart and walks next to us.
You'd better. I have a glorious coat and you messed it up. You already did it with the blueberries and now you've just made it worse.
Are you tired? Are you tired because I've been riding on your back? Are you more tired also because of me?
Honestly, you're not that heavy. You just smell bad.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's just. And I'm gonna jump off of him angrily and run military style. Just run behind the group, beating on my still doing the song of marching, just beating on my shield.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fury run for the next 8 hours.
Animals suck.
I don't want to talk about it, Tib'resh. I am deeply embarrassed. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I lift up the front of my low hat and I will look over at Tib'resh and just wink at him, put the hat back down.
Hey, Icar, do you know what the fuck, what that was all about at all? That was a lot.
I have no idea.
Well, want to see how long I can hold my breath?
And with that, rebellion time. Which again is accomplished
for what,
when you
4.5 hours.
No, I can hold my breath for 15 hours.
Holy shit!
Yes, it's 1 hour per point of Constitution. Tib'resh proceeds to hold his breath for the majority.
How do you hold it one?
How much does an ion stone cost?
Is that a monk thing that lets you hold it?
He took key metabolism.
I took key metabolism, which gives me
like an ion stone of
breath
10
control.
plus 4. How much would something like that?
Let me put it this way: the ion stone you guys are currently carting around is worth 8,000.
Okay, so a general +2 is 8. Probably like 16 or 30. Okay, cool.
They're pricey.
I just like the idea of him holding his breath for a whole goddamn day.
Half of one at least. I got this ability because, you know, I was so... I kept working on holding my breath because I was so damn tired of all those sewers and also sitting next to Sugtok.
Is it just a fucking thing today? Just the horse? Tib'resh? I want to drop my marching song for at least, well, doing it gives me an hour, so I'm gonna start like prestidigitation.
Okay, the last ability of key metabolism is fucking stupid.
I'm gonna start prestidigitating the stank off of me. I'm
one
gonna smell
move
like
action
goddamn
to
roses
fucking-
when I get back into the card.
I spend one move action to die.
What?
It is also an ability I have right now.
He can play dead better than any.
Hey, you guys want to see something cool I can do? I can only do it once.
I'm gonna need to, Flickie, you need to learn the polymorph spell at some point so we can turn him into a possum.
Oh,
It'll be
God.
hilarious.
That would be awesome.
Fucking polymorph shenanigans. that spell should be removed from the game.
Not in my world, it ain't.
When do I get that? What level spell is that?
While we're researching this, let's move on.
Yeah, my bad. Rebellion time.
All right, so the first thing is, who wants to make the loyalty check for supporter attrition?
Which one is that?
Oh, which reminds me, Kyra leveled up, so you guys get an additional supporter every time now.
Yes. I'll make the loyalty check.
Yeah, you got your crit fail out
Okay.
of the way.
Oh, also, guys,
You did the same thing as
Icar's
last time.
charisma went up with his point, so his demagogue thing went up, so your loyalty check is better now.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I have those.
What is it? 14.
Correct.
Oh my god, dude. They have polymorph, and they also have polymorph any object.
Yep.
Polymorph any object is the juiced version of that.
Yeah, dude. And I get polymorph next level.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
It's game on, pussies.
Listen, Fire Snake is probably the more useful, awesome. It's a fucking Fire Snake.
I get
It
2
hits
spells,
enemies,
baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
All
what do
right.
you think
It
this
hits
is?
All right.
enemies, it doesn't hit
With the loyalty
friends.
check. Okay.
Fire Snake.
Didn't you hear the bird? I'm smart as fuck.
Okay, you guys hemorrhage 1 supporter, but you net gain 22.
Hey, there you go.
Blackjack, baby.
All right, so
Excuse me. We have a 40% event chance right now.
Yeah,
We've been keeping that shit way down.
So
Wait, did us? Oh, when we guaranteed an event, it didn't drop it?
Is that someone's stomach? What is that noise?
that's on.
someone is overcompensating for their small penis on the road outside.
Oh, okay.
All right. Step 2. We are not experiencing a night of long knives.
Yeah.
Step
What,
3. We have enough money
For what?
to not lose supporters.
Yeah. Your notoriety is not maxed out. You're not experiencing a treasury shortage. You don't have enough stuff for a rank increase, which, by the way, your next rank at 12 is when you guys hit 330 supporters.
How many do we have right now?
281.
Ah, so like 2 more of
281.
these.
So yeah,
Or we
let's
could-
definitely do recruit supporters as one of our actions.
All right,
Well,
and,
we only get one of those at a time, so it doesn't hurt to do it.
all right, and this is where you guys could choose to deposit or withdraw from the treasury.
I mean, we have 3,600 in the treasury. I think we're good, right?
So the only thing that I'll mention is if you want to do a special order, which I don't think we
You have to do it now. That's right.
You have to put the money in now so it can get subtracted later.
You know, I'm just gonna
I'm
gonna dump.
hold on to my money because I think Sugtok and I have made a.
Yeah, you guys have made a good
yeah.
decision. I'm just gonna dump 2,000 gold into the treasury just so there's like another dragon horde in there.
And
I
also,
mean that we could use that to upgrade a team if we wanted to. Speaking of which, Luke,
it also occurs to me that Dillon's intelligence went up, so his spy mastering went up also. So your secrecy's higher.
Luke?
I'm not there yet, but at 9 I get a new rage power.
Do I get my new team?
Yes. But yeah. So Roger's charisma went up, which means you guys also get a bonus team from his leadership.
Oh shit!
This one, I guess, like the other one I flavored as being sort of more like borrowed House Jhaltero cognoscenti. I would like to get a team of peddlers, which I will probably wind up upgrading into black marketeers. Since
How
we
much
already
is
have,
it to an upgraded team?
although having a second team of merchant lords means we could do 2 upgrades.
Which also, by the way, means that Roger, when you guys get back, your fortunate charm will have arrived in the mail.
Yes, I'll have to go pick it up in the mailbox. Thank you.
Can we?
Hey, also,
Go
there
ahead.
you go.
I was gonna say, can we recruit a team and upgrade it in the same week?
Well, this particular recruiting is not a recruit action. It's just generated by his leadership ability.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Do we want to go ahead and upgrade them?
Hey, also something to consider. Do we still want that +1 Sentinel bonus, or would it be better to get an additional action? Do we? Because I could.
Yeah,
Is there a way for me to become strategist?
Very good.
Yes. You use the change officer role action, and one of you guys can use an action to change the position.
About suggesting that just because the +1 is not as consequential as it had been before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
You would not get the bonus action until next week's thing.
Yeah,
Right.
and it would cost us an action now, and it would give us essentially.
And you would retain your sentinel bonuses until the end of this rebellion stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. So that works for me if you want to switch over.
Yeah, I think that's all right. The wisest should be the strategist, right?
Okay, but let's finish our
That'll be the last.
I
action.
like how many. We get 4 actions now, right?
Well, we gotta finish our upkeep phase. Flickie said he was putting 2,000 gold in.
He is?
Oh, good.
Well,
man.
hey, I'm gonna do 1,500.
1,500. Okay, I don't think
I ain't putting shit.
no one else is taking or adding.
5133.
So okay, so activities. Right now we have 4 actions.
And you did want peddlers, correct?
Yes, I would like them as peddlers.
I'm
That's not.
I'm
what I
down
would
to
do.
upgrade them,
And-
recruit supporters, switch leader, and then I don't have a 4th vote. But I think all 3 of those sound really good.
Okay, so our current idea is
Oh, this is day 3?
This is day 2.
Okay, cool. So I guess we're deciding this as I'm rage running behind the caravan.
Ultimately, this is decided by you guys figuring it out and sending it off with your ravens and then getting them back.
Those ravens really do fucking rule, huh?
Yeah, man. Did you
I
guys
like how
name
one
your
of them
bus?
is gonna be bogged down with like a sack full of gold.
A 5-ounce bird cannot carry a 2-pound coconut.
You can if you send it a check.
All 4 of us are sending our silver raven statuettes, and there's just like a rope tied to the gold pouch between them.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like
It's
a drone.
it's an early drone.
Dude, magic really does let you do wild shit.
Your bonus teams outnumber your non-bonus teams.
Dude, it's because Roger's fucking. He was like, I have planned my entire route ahead.
He has. It's one of the fun things about this game. You get to plan a build and then slowly see it grow.
Or
Planned
fall
a bit,
apart.
and it's starting to come together.
Yeah, dude, my build is perfect. I have magic missiles.
Bless it.
All right.
Yeah.
So now that I've got the peddlers in there,
okay.
Do we want to upgrade them?
So this is what it sounds like people would like to do. Recruit supporters, upgrade team, undecided, change officer role. The question is
undecided.
Well, we have one more action.
I don't have a fourth.
We haven't attributed.
Okay.
We could guarantee an event. We could.
Do you want to guarantee event or manipulate?
Sorry, I mean manipulate events. We could manipulate events. We could take. I don't know. We don't really have anything that we need to do covert action on.
Profit.
Didn't so we could do profit, which would be earn gold.
Can we? I don't see that there's a. Okay, so
I feel like dropping danger or doing something is better than earning gold. We can't use
any of these to fucking. No, it doesn't look like we can. Never mind.
Wait, what's our bonus to the getting gold?
You roll a security check. You multiply it. You multiply it by the rank of the team, which in this case is 3, and then your check is also modified by the bonus of the team's manager. In this case, you are +3.
But yeah, it's like maximum 60 or 70 gold. Like, I feel like dropping danger or guaranteeing an event is going to be better for us.
If you do both, remember that the percentage I roll for whatever events are modified by the danger rating.
Well, so I mean, right now we have a 40% event chance. If we manipulate events, that will reduce our event chance next week to 20, and it will give us some control over what happens. If we want to
manipulate is definite event, but there's 2 rolled.
Yeah. I roll 2 events, and you choose which one happens.
And we should do that.
And if we want to try to dodge the event altogether, we would want to reduce danger.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm all in favor of manipulating and then choosing. That's where I cast my vote. So,
well, to be fair, you guys only have 1 action, and that takes 2 actions to do that combo.
Damn.
Yeah, that's. I mean, manipulating works because it's probably not going to be a terrible event, even if we get one. But I love the double stacking to try to get the good events.
What do you add to the event roll? It's
I add the danger rating to whatever percentage I roll.
Okay.
So whatever I roll will be 20 higher.
What if we held off on the upgrade to drop danger and then guarantee events, so we get we know we're getting a good one?
The thing about upgrades, though, is that
we need next week to do it again.
In order to get them to tier 3, we would need to do them this week because you can't do it twice on one team.
Did we already roll to gather supporters?
We haven't made any rolls.
We could hold off on that.
We got the leadership team, and now we're deciding which of the 4 actions you're doing.
Recruit supporters is also something we can only do once every week.
Yeah.
I think at this point, in order to try to
you guys have reached the point where your rank is now like big chunks of numbers apart from each other.
Yeah.
Do we want to hold off on switching the officer, or do we just want to do the guarantee event?
Well, if you do the officer now, you'll have an additional action next week.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh yeah, no, we have to do that.
Let's guarantee an event. Let's just say full send.
Might as well.
And
then maybe we get a good one.
We are manipulating events.
Yeah, so but it's definitely going to be one.
Okay, so all in favor of manipulate events?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, first things first, recruit supporters. So first, we have to pay minimum treasury value for that. I don't know why the number got so small.
What is the minimum treasury value right now?
110.
Oh, geez, that's not bad. Why is that number so small? Oh, you just said that.
Yeah.
So I'll make this loyalty roll because I get the trait bonus to recruiting people.
And don't forget to include Laria's bonus.
Laria's bonus. And recruiters don't actually give a bonus to the roll, they just give a bonus to the result.
I'm scrolling down here, hold on. Nope, that's events, not team actions. Hold on.
Yeah, the number recruited on a successful organization in check is increased. Okay, yeah, so we would get their bonus from this roll.
Yeah, so whatever you get is increased by 23.
Okay, so the DC on this is what?
The DC is 10 plus Rebellion's rank, so it's DC 21.
All right. Wish me luck.
Come on. Hey!
All right, so dice, baby.
Is it an extra bonus because he exceeded it by more than 5?
Not
No.
on this one. This one's modified by the recruiter. You're getting a bonus 23 anyway.
23andMe's less popular website. 23 anyway.
So we gathered over 50 supporters this week. Next rank up is at what?
Hold on.
You said 330?
Okay, so that's an additional 26 supporters.
307.
So you need 23 more.
Yeah, we can do that either in the beginning or beginning and recruit supporters next week. Fuck yeah.
There's a good chance we could get it done next week.
Yep. It's unless we min roll on both our supporter attritions, we'll be fine.
To be fair, that was almost a minimum roll. That was a 1 and a 2 on 2d6. All right, so that happened. Supporters. Okay, upgrading the teams. Peddlers into merchants.
That costs us 200, I believe. 200 smackaroos.
It's not much for merchants. I remember that.
Because they're the ones that generate fat stacks. For
It costs
everybody.
50 to upgrade them there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 50. Cha-ching.
Okay. Peddlers become merchants.
I love how the Kabbalists we have are crowsmen. That now they're like the movers and shakers of society. Because it's just like they go to a party and someone else is like, weren't you chained up at the salt quarry? And he's like, nope, that wasn't me.
Don't know what you're talking about.
You've got the wrong guy.
You got the wrong guy. Look at me. Do I look like I used to be chained up at the salt quarry?
How dare you?
Do I look like I used to be influenced by an imp for several weeks at a time?
You met me at the sugar quarry. It's
I love
when
that.
the Silver
Oh,
Raven
John
established
from the salt quarry? John? Like,
Okay, so upgrade teams. 3 was manipulate events.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get to that. Well, and now 4 would be change officer role, which is Tib'resh becomes strategist, which means we lose the.
what does that do? Why are you changing to the strategist?
So
It
the,
gives
that's
us
the
the
action.
+1 bonus extra action.
so the Sentinel, which he was doing, gave us +1 to our secondary rebellion actions, which was great. But
Early on, yeah.
we've got some pretty good bonuses now.
So
And
having a
we've
whole
got all
extra
those
action.
miscellaneous bonuses, like the extra secrecy from the
Maps and stuff.
maps and the extra loyalty from having what is that? Is that
What, your
Miala's
class
bonus?
ability?
Yeah, Mialari's
Bonus?
bonus there.
Mialari and Tib'resh both have their abilities in that.
Oh, okay.
And something else from somewhere else. I'll double check later.
Okay, really quick.
Oh
what
yeah,
is
it's from I believe it's from translating all those documents.
Okay.
what does urban influence do?
Urban influence deals with the granular statistics of stats and bonuses for settlements, which is a level of detail in the background that I'm just not willing to put up with, so I'm just scratching it out.
Really, he
This
doesn't want me to game the system by by increasing our economy by 30.
No, what it is it's just too goddamn much for me to worry or care about for something that doesn't happen that often.
Listen, if we get 5 groups of agitators, we spend 500 gold, we can increase the city's law by 10 every week. No one else seems excited. That seemed exciting to me.
I don't know what that means.
Anyway,
Increasing the law by 10 every week doesn't sound like...
Yeah,
a
isn't that the
good
opposite
thing.
of our goal?
that's going to be an entire thing of explaining how city stats work. Let's just not, please. For for the sake of moving things along and my own personal sanity.
It sounds neat. I just don't understand.
Okay, I'm rolling your events now.
Zero.
Okay, your options are snitch or dissension in the ranks.
Damn it.
Fuck, what do those do? Hold on, and don't we have a counter to dissension in the ranks?
Hold on a second. No, that's you have a count. You're immune to low morale.
Nah.
But also, hold on a second, because you guys are... If there's a role involved with resolving these, the bonus for the team, the Kabbalists, is added into whatever your role is to manipulate the negative effects of this. But, let me read them for you. Dissension in the ranks is... Personality conflicts among the Silver Ravens have compromised cooperation. For the next week, including next week's events, all organization checks, loyalty, security, secrecy, take a -4 penalty. If I roll it twice in one event phase, it becomes persistent, which I did not, so it doesn't. Snitch is one of your supporters is a snitch who has been leaking rumors and information about the Ravens to House Thrune and the Church of Asmodeus. Attempt a DC 15 loyalty check. If you're successful, reduce your supporters by 1, but you need fear no further repercussions. If you fail this check, reduce supporters by 1 and increase notoriety by 1d6. Snitch is the lower one.
Yeah, snitch sounds better.
Snitch definitely.
It's what kind of a check?
It's a DC 15 loyalty check.
Yeah, loyalty check.
We would need to. Well, no, we can't even fail that because we had the capitalist bonus to our loyalty.
Our loyalty is plus.
Yeah, you can still roll a natural 1.
Can I roll?
Oh wait, that doesn't affect.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll.
Oh my god!
No.
Plus the Kabbalists plus 7.
So that beats 15.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're fine.
Oh wait, yeah, this one doesn't have a even on natural 1 thing. Some other events do, but not this one.
I was like,
21.
The moment Luke said it, I was like, no, he's manifested it.
No, it's
Why
here
did
it comes.
you say that?
Roll 20 hears you say it and it projects it into reality.
Dice God. Anyway, so snitch, you guys have successfully gotten rid of the snitch. The only thing it has done is reduce your supporters from 307 to 306.
Did we find out who it was that took the?
That's why we lost the supporters. We found the snitch.
Yeah. Oh, so just our people literally beat and killed them.
No, you didn't kill them. You just ran them out of the group.
Sure.
They got blocked on the Facebook fan page.
Everyone walked into the supporter hall, and everyone said,
"Do I know who the snitch was?"
It's one of the remember, your membership and their supporters are 2 different groups of people. Your membership are your teams. Your supporters are your followers on Twitter throughout Kintargo.
Okay. But so we don't know directly who. I can't find their house.
Basically, yeah, someone joined a Silver Raven fan club in town and was narking.
Okay. Dick.
Pretty much, yeah. But that is, and an event happened, so this gets dropped back down to 20%. All right. Your notoriety is 0, so that doesn't fucking matter anymore. So, all right. So the next couple of days pass without much event, and you find yourselves back in the Silver City.
I did want to say on day 3 and day 4, I wanted to spell speak with animals for Tib'resh and then for Icar, respectively.
I'm good. I really don't. It's better if I don't.
I'm doing it whether or not you wanted it to happen. Just I'm sitting next to you, I'm gonna spell speak with animals to Tib'resh on day 3 and then to Icar on day 4.
All right, make a touch attack.
That's that B20 plus 12. BB strength.
You are not getting it right now, man.
Yeah, I'm getting touched.
Oh no.
All right, you can speak with animals for 8 minutes.
Do I don't get a will harmless save? This is bullshit.
I would have gallant inspiration to this to get it through.
You can't. He would make a saving throw. What happened?
No, wait, no. Speak with animals is range personal. You can't cast it on other people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, damn it. Fine. All right, so nobody else knows. Then on our travels back, I gotta run a pee. I'm sorry. Be right back.
Okay. Well, when you guys get back in town, fortunately, Icar is able to hand wave away, mechanically speaking, the toll at the gate. And you guys get back at around 1:30 in the afternoon. And let me adjust the calendar because
I'll just sign autographs.
Start date was day 2, 13. Yeah, so it's early afternoon on 14th of Moon Day.
Wait, I thought Moon Day was the day.
It was Star Day on Saturday, and then Sunday the next day.
No, my bad. You're good. You said 14th of Moon Day, so I thought Moon Day was the month for a minute. That's my bad.
No, it's 14th is Moon Day. The 14th of Erastus.
Yeah, I got you.
And while he's busy going to the bathroom, Icar goes to the mailbox and gets his fortunate charm.
Yay! It's even the right size. Just kidding. Magic items are always the right size.
What's that all about?
He ordered this last week, but out of game, that was like 4 sessions ago.
Yeah, it lets me once per day lets me reroll a skill check after I figure out if it passed or not.
Oh, that's nice.
That's very cool.
It doesn't stack with anything else that offers rerolls though.
All right. I will deal with Sugtok when we get back in, but what does everybody else want to do upon returning to the city? Because you guys have been gone for a little over a week at this point.
Oh,
like 9 days grand total, I think.
I guess I'm gonna try and go find Lady Dokir.
Odds are
it's probably not hard to find her. I
remind you that while she came out for meetings and whatnot, damn it, I said I'd work on that. While she came out for meetings with you for personal reasons, she and her school are still boarded up. Pretty much doing self-imposed siege mentality as like a Thrun protest.
Well, okay.
You can write her letters with the Raven, but meeting her in person is going to require actually like doing that to set up a meeting.
Okay, well then I just write her a Raven about the fact that we killed the Aboleth down the coast and that we should all meet up again and discuss that because that's fucking badass.
She'll probably be there at the next Silver Council meeting.
I forgot we have those now. Right.
Did we decide if we wanted to have those like once every 2 weeks or once every month?
I'm not sure if
monthly, right?
I feel like monthly makes more sense, but
I'd be cool with that. There's no point in trying to uproot all these people every 2 weeks, especially because they're like risking enough coming to see us as is.
Yeah, we got to keep our heads down.
Now that Sugtok's back, I imagine the first thing you want to do is go to the Tooth and Nail and get that keg that you asked Citrona to set aside for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I need 2 kegs, sir.
You need 2, Icar? So I should get 3.
I need 2 kegs of lard.
Oh, they don't have kegs, but we've got the Steins if you'd like one.
Okay. That's what they were. I forgot that they were Steins.
Yeah, they were. He specifically told me he did not have a keg of lard.
You turned me upside down.
That was me. Sorry. Just for some reason, I have the ability to manipulate your token.
How dare you?
Well, let's unfucking do that.
But so yeah, let me go to the Tooth and Nail and say what up to my my favorite bartender.
All right, Citrona's there. Hello,
Citrona. How are you?
Welcome back.
Do you have the
It's right here.
All right, now, how much lard do you have? Do you have a keg worth?
No, I don't. I don't think I'll ever need a keg's worth of lard.
It's not a matter of need, Citrona.
It sounds like it is a matter of need.
It's
Sounds
fine.
Like
It's fine. Can I also just take it? Can I have as much of the lard as you have? Do you have maybe 2 steins worth?
No. I mean, I only have like maybe a large jar worth, but I use that around here at the tavern.
All right. Well, you keep your lard. I'll take the keg.
All right. That'll be a gold and 2 silver.
I'm gonna hand her 2 gold.
Anybody
just
want to
paid
guess how
2
heavy a
gold
keg
for
of
that.
lard is?
How heavy is a keg of lard?
I have no idea, but I'm going to look it up.
All right.
Oh, it's diplomacy. That's why I can't fucking find it.
25-pound pail. Oh, that's only 52 bucks. But a regular size, 400 ounces is 25 pounds, so I don't know how much is in a full-size keg.
Well,
Oh, no, wait, hold on. I can math this.
well, you do that.
I'm gonna take my keg and head immediately to the Scourgeable Isle.
Okay. You are again stopped by the men at the dock, who at this point recognize you, but still you're a civilian.
Hey, gents, I'm not trying to head on board. I just wanted to bring this for you.
Ah, well,
I know how being stuck can blow.
well, thank you very much. I imagine this is going to go to good use almost immediately.
That's what I like to hear.
All
Have
right,
a great
then.
day.
You as well.
That's all I wanted to do.
Okay. Now, okay. And now, since you guys are back in town, you guys can look at the checklist of things you have to do. Because now that the aboleth is dealt with, only the only one with a sort of time issue on it has been dealt with. Now you've got a quest log to go through.
So, Icar, do you want to head to the shop and handle our arranged, equipment deal?
Icar's not there. When you ran off to the Tooth and Nail, Icar went somewhere else.
I wanna head back into town and start trying to find Icar.
Roll me diplomacy to gather information.
Diplomacy. 25.
Okay, Icar, where'd you go?
16 Icar?
Icar went to the market to go buy some nice tea.
Okay, then you probably find him at Veritas Plaza, which is the local farmers market. And which also, Veritas Plaza has its stalls that run up and down the length of this strip of parks right here. The big thing that's actually the plaza is this one right here where the dog housing was, but the stalls work their way down this entire...
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's people coming in through the main, thoroughfare of the city.
Uh-huh.
That's me trying to sneak up on Icar to give him a guess who.
Well, fortunately, it doesn't take you that long to find him, but make me a perception check, Roger. He is aware of you coming up on him because he's used to the way that your armor kind of clinks on you by this point.
Oh yeah, no, it's actually a 9. I forgot the armor check penalty.
It should, if you've got your armor penalty put into the sheet, it should auto-calculate it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You would do that on the...
Ka-clunk.
On the
Trying to
skill
sneak
check,
up and say
at the very
guess who.
top, you'll see the penalty box.
Yeah, there's a check mark for whether it has an armor check or not.
Anyway, Icar turns around. No. Did you find what you were looking for?
I sure did, handsome, and I'm gonna give him a little fist bump on the chin.
What? Okay. Well, I'm actually still looking for what I'm getting. So
I'll wait, and I'm just gonna kind of take 3 quick steps back and stand there with the trident, just like rock back and forth on my feet.
Listen, Sugtok, I've got a few things I've actually, I'm looking forward to doing today. Do you think we could maybe go by the war cage tomorrow?
Actually, the war cage would not be where you would be going for the enchanting process.
Right, that would be
one of the named places right now that's been doing that for you the couple of times it's happened has been Chrysali's Fine Tomes, which is right around the corner.
Yeah, listen, I've got a prior engagement that I'd like to get settled. You think we could visit Chrysali's tomorrow morning? I'll even spot you for Milo's for lunch that day.
I mean, do you want some company?
Not where I'm going.
Don't forget, he is Batman.
I want to see if I can tell if he's going to see his lady.
All right, roll me. I guess this would be bluff.
I mean, he's not necessarily like attempting to hide it, so I'm not gonna roll bluff. Like,
right.
Yeah, he's being very polite about saying, "Can we do this tomorrow?"
But I'm trying to see, is it a date?
He's not giving off that much for it. What you're picking is that he has other things to do, but sensing that he has other things to do does not let you sense what those other things are. You may make as many assumptions as you wish, but you are up in the air as to whether or not they are accurate.
Then I have made a lot of wildly unfounded assumptions. I'm going to pat him on the cheek and say, I'll see you tomorrow around noon, and walk off.
Noon is a little bit late. Okay, noon, that works.
Sugtok, give him his space. Why don't we get a cup over at Long Roads? It's been a while since we've seen.
Wait, where are you?
How long? When did you get here?
What? Sorry, I was.
God, you're so nimble.
Tib'resh, make me a stealth check just to see if Sugtok is, just to see how dense your friend is.
I didn't even know that.
My base perception's what, like 13?
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
9.
Sorry. I'm really light on my feet. I know, in spite of my height, it's sorry about that. I didn't mean to sneak up on y'all.
Let's go. And I'm gonna grab him and pull him away from Icar. Like, listen, man, he's got a date. Icar is about to get some. If we bother him right now, we're disturbing the balance.
I think you care.
Be against.
No,
Disturbing the balance.
Disturbing the balance was getting too involved in his personal life.
I'm not involved. That's why we're walking away. Where did you want to go?
I was thinking, I did want to. It's been a while since we've stopped by Long Roads. I know it's a long way across the city.
No,
actually,
it's fine. Here,
it's been a while since we went in and just got a cup of coffee.
Just stand here for 1 second, okay? And I want to get 40 feet away from Tib'resh.
Okay.
I want to cast haste on myself.
Okay.
I want to walk back to Tib'resh. I want to try to dash from the Incredibles, pretend I'm not super fast right now, and walk over, try to subtly. Do I have to stealth roll or anything? Because I want to be sneaky.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you trying to?
I don't want him to know that I'm hasting.
I did.
Well, in that case, it would be a deception. In that case, it would be a bluff check.
There is no goddamn way.
Yes, bluff, Tib'resh.
26.
Okay, roll sense motive. You could.
35.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Holy shit!
Wow, that was literally the.
I hasten myself And I'm gonna whisper to myself as I'm casting it.
Tib'resh looks around like fucking John Travolta in Pulp Fiction.
What Tib'resh has actually been enjoying the peace and quiet on the road. He's been able to meditate. So now the busyness of the city is like, oh yeah, that's right. This is my normal. So he's focusing on that and less on you walking up with a smarmy ass look on your face.
And I'm gonna whisper to myself, "You can do this, motherfucker. You can do this." And I'm gonna walk back and say, "You want to race?
You want to race? Well, okay, yeah.
Bet
sure.
you gold I get there first."
Well, no, because we have to get to the dock, and that's gonna stop us. You know what?
All right, last one of the dock loses, and I'm full kilt. As soon as I say last one loses, the word loses is out of my mouth. I am running full speed.
All right. So since you are not bored up, your armor does bring you down to 20, so the haste would give you 30, so you would be moving at 50 feet right now.
Okay. I'm running. Just full sprint.
Like the dude from Get Out, just like...
Do you or don't you let me win? Because I don't think there's a goddamn chance I can beat you in a foot
Well,
race.
that's the thing. We're evened out on land speed, but I can boost myself occasionally
For a minute.
if I want to.
Am I able to
For a
cast,
minute.
as I am at a full sprint, can I cast Expeditious Retreat on myself?
You could, but it wouldn't affect things because that's also an enhancement bonus to your speed, so it wouldn't overlap.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, Tib'resh starts running.
All right. Tib'resh is fucking surprised because the guy in armor is keeping up with a monk. And that's when you realize, oh, there's some fuckery about.
You couldn't do this without your magical enhancements. And Tib'resh uses his, I have to spend a key point for this. Tib'resh uses sudden speed and dashes forward at double his speed for just a minute. Oh wait, no, is it just half plus half? Damn
It's an additional 30 feet to your speed.
Oh, okay.
For a minute.
Oh no. Just an additional 30 speed.
So, yeah, I'm running at 80 for the next minute.
He like liquefies someone like that scene in The Boys.
It's
where, like,
not that fast. This is like Usain Bolt level fast. Except it's not short bursts and then a lot of spaghetti.
Well,
To
hold on.
be sure, if I go boar,
Tib'resh,
I get
what
10
is-
extra feet.
What is your instantaneous move speed? Like, how fast are you moving right now? Per round?
Me?
Per round,
Yeah.
I think he's moving 80. He
If
said.
Yeah.
So your base speed is 30. You're adding another 30, and then you're adding.
But the
another
30 is
20,
only for a round, right?
The 30's for a
it's
minute.
all-
The 30's for a minute.
Fuck.
right? Okay, so that's so assuming that you're sprinting, which is 4 times your movement speed, you're moving at what? 320 feet every 6 seconds, which is about what's
I
32?
forgot about run, so that's
That's like 5
Yeah.
something feet per second, 50
So
something feet per second.
so it is added to my base. So yeah, yeah, I'm hauling ass.
You're moving about 50, 53.
And to
feet
be
per
fair,
second.
and actually to be fair, yeah, if you're actually, because that's how far you can move with your standard like combat speed, keeping your guard up. If you're choosing to run, it's 4 times faster than that.
Right. So if you're moving
How
at-
fast am I
I
moving?
am currently moving at 36 miles an hour.
That's what I was saying. For at least a minute. For at least a minute, he's moving at almost 40 miles an hour. He is a fucking.
How fast am I moving right now?
Slower.
What's your speed? You said you were at what? 30?
He's at 50. He's at
total.
50 right now.
All right, so 50. If you quadruple
If I
that,
went boar,
but you don't have
would that
the
matter?
run feed, do you?
No, that's heavy armor, not medium armor.
Okay.
if
heavy-
I shifted
heavy
to
armor
boar
limits
form,
you to
do I
3.
get an extra 20 feet?
No, you get an extra
So he's
10
running
feet.
At 200.
As
That-
soon as he starts gaining on me, I lose cool and go into boar form to get the extra 10
That's
feet
about
of speed.
30
And that's
feet.
about when he spends his point and just takes off.
If I beast formed into a leopard, is there any way I could catch him?
You're
Is
not
a
a
haste
cheetah.
and leopard moving
You're
90 feet?
basically moving like half Tibresh's speed. Like Tib'resh is running at 40 miles an hour, and
So-
you're running at like 20 miles an hour.
As soon as he gets out of my sight, as soon as I can't see him anymore, I am going to beast form shift into the fastest animal that I can.
Now it's up to Luke to decide whether or not the crowds are dense enough to be difficult terrain, which would happen.
Do we have to roll to get through people without, I don't know, hitting them? with a
Occasionally, yeah.
smart
Occasionally, yes. So you're not moving full speed all the time.
It is
But
fun.
still, difficult terrain for Tib'resh is still 20 miles an hour.
No, I don't have any move speed bonuses from Raging Song, or I would go into a Monday morning.
Okay, but I will let you guys know as your race approaches Bleak Bridge, you guys are coming up on the toll because Icar is not with you. What are you guys doing as you're approaching the bridge?
I've got, how much is the toll now?
The toll is 2 gold a person.
I've got 5 gold in my hand. I'm going to throw it in the air as I'm running past.
There is a, hey, stop! from
I'm going to say here as I'm, so it's going to be here. Ding, 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 ding.
Tib'resh would not run through. Tib'resh would stop, hand them the 2 gold, and then continue down.
Is that enough for me to get an edge on it?
No way.
You would lose.
Waiting for
you would
bureaucracy.
lose- okay, you would lose this amount of time. Here you go,
Wait.
bye.
You're forgetting there's a queue to get
Oh,
to the
that's-
line to pay the toll. That is
Actually,
exorbitant.
actually, what you guys notice is that the queue is surprisingly small, like maybe only 2 or 3 people, but you do notice in the queue, over the side, there appears to be people in longer queues queuing up for people with like canoes or small fisherman boat that are going back and forth across the water.
Interesting.
Oh.
Why?
Well, it's
I'm-
either run the length of the bridge or pay for a little trip across the water.
I'm
going
running full
faster than
kilt. I'm
there's-
full kilt across the bridge right now.
Way you're paying.
I am not. Yeah, I am not going.
To be fair, the
bypass-
bridge is a busy fucking marketplace, so the entire bridge is difficult terrain, so you're moving at half speed normally, and Tib'resh is... Basically, by the time Tib'resh catches up with you after his bureaucratic holdover, you guys are pretty much even at the other end of the bridge, so it's almost like race 2, begin.
Wait, don't do all this math a second time.
My haste will have run out, so at this point I'm exhausted. I'm moving very, very slow.
Yeah.
I've realized I'm in boar form around a bunch of other people, so the second end of the bridge, I'm gonna like look around, put my hood up, shift back into normal Sugtok, and like,
Yeah, you're having that Poe from Kung Fu Panda after he climbs the stairs. Buddy, oh god.
so so we're gonna be fine saying I won this one, right?
Tib'resh is doing a slow cool down and a jog because he's.
Tib'resh is, Tib'resh is moonwalking backwards, keeping pace with you.
It's like, come on, man, you couldn't go a little longer. Also, what the hell was the point of this?
I flick him a gold and say, "Fuck you, Tib'resh."
Tib'resh pockets the gold and considers what his life would have been like if he just decided to run for money.
Flickie comes down out of the sky using his levitation boots and goes, ah! What have you guys been up to?
Again, your levitation boots are only up and down. You have no
yeah, I
lateral
jumped off a
movement.
roof nearby.
He has
There
been
are
hovering
no roofs
approximately
nearby.
90 feet in the air over this bridge all day. Like someday,
Yeah,
Flickie,
at some point, something's gonna
the
happen.
only roofs nearby are those guard towers along Bleak Bridge, each of which is manned by crossbow-armed Dotari.
Not
That's
to
where I
mention-
was. I was on top of them
not
so they
to
couldn't see
mention-
me.
Okay, well then I'm making attack rolls against you as
Wait, hold on.
if you're up there long enough to meet up with this bullshit, guards have been yelling at you to get down or they will fire.
Okay, all right. I say, wait, I'll jump. I swear I'll do it. And I jump, and they all go, ah! And then I go, and activate my levitation boots and fucking float down.
He would not have been able to catch up with us at all and be ahead of us.
True.
Oh, I knew where you were going.
No, you didn't.
Hey, dude, I pulled down
To be fair, we didn't know where we were going.
I pulled down the fucking thing that Kronk has, and he goes, I don't know, by all accounts, it doesn't make any sense.
Flickie is going to have to catch up with us.
Okay, fine. You know what? Here's what I did. I fucking swam the whole way because I turned into a fucking manta ray. And I was busting ass.
Well, you still have to get from the gate over to the river.
I'm a wizard, dude.
So
I know, which means you're not moving as fast as they are, land-wise.
Okay.
And even when you're in the water, Tib'resh is still running faster than you're swimming.
Tib'resh runs faster than anything should ever move, ever. It was terrifying.
And he's only going to get faster as he levels up more.
So,
okay,
saying,
fine.
like...
Then I catch up with them because I saw them sprint past me from like a fucking alleyway. And I was like, Tib'resh, what the fuck was that, dude?
If they were going that fast, you didn't even see them. You saw slight blurs of movement.
There are a couple.
Well, one of them is a giant
half
orc, and the other one's a half dwarf.
I know, but if they're moving this fast, it's like if you're standing in an alleyway, you're seeing a car on like Johnson Ferry drive past an alleyway. You have like no time to take it.
I poked my head out because I was walking out to the street, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Long story short, I follow these dudes.
Okay.
You follow the massive sandal
his
prints.
detect magic spider senses went off. He was like, "Wait, what the fuck was that?" And he looks out, and it's hastened me and Tib'resh zipping past.
Well, to be fair, since Flickie is behind you guys, he is also behind the patrol of Dotari that's trying to catch up with you guys.
I threw them the gold.
No, I'm not talking about the bridge. I'm talking about when you guys
causing a scene.
We running through Red Roof at Mach 3 or something.
Okay, so we're on the other side of the bridge. I want to say, Tib'resh, is there a music store around here? I have an idea.
There's probably a music store somewhere in the Villiger district. I have no specific details. The only music store you're intimately aware of is the Silver Star, and that was Shenson's, and it burned down.
You might have to invent one on the fly.
I still want to talk about what just happened because why the fuck?
Sometimes, brother, you have to have a little friendly competition to test yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you have gained something from this experience.
You're faster than me. We don't have to keep you don't have to gloat, buddy.
I'm not gloating.
Yeah, whatever.
We go and you still want to look for that music? I still want to go and get coffee. That's all I wanted to do today. Just go and relax at Longroads.
You're not awake yet? After that run?
It's not about being awake. It's just, we haven't been to Longroads in a long time, and I just wanted to visit.
All right. And I'm gonna peacefully walk to Longroads.
Your legs hurt.
We haven't.
They are aching, but I'm not showing.
I've been missing Liara's awesome scones.
Okay, yeah, you're able to hold it together.
Doesn't hurt.
However, you standing up after getting this coffee is probably going to be an ordeal.
Oh no! Once we get the coffee, I'm going to be like, you wanna sit down for a bit, relax. Hey, let me get a couple of pastries.
Yeah, we go to Longroads and kick up our feet. Not literally kick up our feet. What's her name? Liara?
Laria.
Liana? Laria. It's all the same letters, just in a different order. Laria. Laria would have our butts if we got a bunch of fresh road dirt on her table.
Well, to be fair, you ran most of that off.
Oh, yeah. Moving fast enough to...
no, seriously,
no,
seriously, like you took off, and it was like cartoon levels of the dust cloud got left behind in the shape of you with the sound effect.
Like literal Roadrunner feet.
Almost.
Yeah, and we
like Sonic's feet when the side's going Sonic feet, yes. When they get all ringy.
We actually just watched Sonic last night. The movie, the live action one.
Ass cheeks.
It was so fun, stupid.
If you only focus on how adorable Sonic is, it's kind of great.
And if you pretend you're 12, it's amazing.
Pretty much, it's a 1990s movie just made in the 2020.
There were two jokes where I burst out laughing, like because they hit me out of nowhere because I didn't think it was gonna be that funny. But it also what's his face? The guy who voices Sonic is great.
Ben Schwartz,
Long
but okay.
Coffee House. Yeah, we wait for Liara to come by. Laria. to
So,
come by.
Laria, any coffee specials today?
Well, I got myself some of this nice fine Verizian blend coming on down from north. Got myself a fresh batch of that.
I crack my neck and I go, hey, Laria, I recently learned something pretty cool, and I ask her about the coffee specials in fluent Halfling.
Is it perception to see if we notice him popping up from behind us?
He's not the most subtle person.
Fuck, Flickie, where the fuck did you come from?
I just
Rolled
followed
an 11.
I rolled I followed the trail of smoke.
To be fair, Boarris, you're incredibly easy to sneak up on. Even by
I
accident.
am extreme. I have very high perception skills. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
mostly walk on my toes.
Nothing
It's very,
gets past this guy. I'm gonna make the I'm watching you motion to him and then to Flickie and then to him and then to Flickie.
The reflexes of a cat. A dead cat. Sorry to quote Drake. That's inappropriate.
Relatively drunk cat.
But you ask her about the specials in Halfling, and she's like, "Oh, looks like you've been doing some schooling of yourself while you've been busy." She says, also in Halfling.
I respond back in common, and I'm like, "Yeah, it turns out I can just do this. I can just learn languages pretty well. I've always been good at it."
Well, it's a mighty fine skill to have. Now,
indeed.
Now, are you actually serious about any of these specials?
Yeah, no, I'm thirsty.
All right, cool. All right, cool. And
yeah,
she,
three cups of the Verizian blend. How much will that run?
It's free for you guys.
You are the absolute greatest.
That's what I keep telling people.
Well, I keep telling people the same.
Well, then you're an honest man. Let's see how long that lasts.
Well, that's roasting. You mind? We've been out of town for.
And you guys actually do see behind the counter. You see Corva Fushi back there getting your coffee ready.
Lady.
Yes, the Fushi sisters are working up top now.
Yeah,
dude.
Here's the thing. Kanku are not, Tengu in Pathfinder are not that rare in this city because Chuko is one. He runs the war cage, and they also make up a sizable, notable minority of dock workers in the harbor district.
Can after we put the drink order in, can I say hey, Flickie, Tib'resh, I'll go get the drinks. You guys, I'll be right back, and I want to say what up to the Fushi sisters.
Okay.
I want to continue a conversation with Liara, whichever you want to do first.
You did it again.
I used yours to drop a gold in the tip jar so Laria doesn't see me do it.
All right. Roll me sleight of hand.
Damn. All right. +3. Let's see. Where's my dice? Finally used my dice this session. All right. 17.
Nice.
All right. It happens to. It lands in there. There's not a very, very noticeable clink because apparently someone decided that a kerchief was a pretty good tip as well. Sorry, I was busy trying to think what the fuck is the word for that.
Kerchief.
All right.
I don't say anything, but I notice it and I give Flickie a knowing attaboy.
All right. Yeah, you barely notice it.
Barely.
Yeah, okay.
Huh.
All right.
Hey, Laria, maybe it's just because I'm homesick, but, we were out of town for a good few days, a week and some change. Has anything gone on? Have we missed anything? I feel like every few weeks a new proclamation comes out.
Well, fortunately, he's been pumping the brakes pretty hard on that one. So, no new proclamations that I've heard of. But I thought I saw more of the Order of the Rack walking around, but it could just be that I noticed them more because the streets are getting emptier.
Sure. Okay, well, thank goodness that not that much happened. I was just concerned. I miss this town. I don't know why.
You're like the opposite of a pop punk band.
It's called homesickness, darling.
It's busy and loud and miserable to meditate in, but I don't know.
Maybe it's the fact that you can do those things with those distractions that makes the challenge more interesting.
Huh. Maybe it's just the really good coffee.
Or that. Which, by the way, here you go. Hand you the 3 cups.
Well, it doesn't look... I mean, thank goodness nothing fun happened in town while we were gone.
I'm sure something happened. You just got to know where to look.
This coffee's fucking great.
Love to hear it.
Do we have Kyra with us, or is she with Icar?
Kyra is off doing a little bit of her own thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess as that was happening, I want to seeing the Tengu. Is this the first time we've seen the Tengus working?
No. I'm reminding you because they've been working here for since halfway through the last adventure, but you guys are spending most of your time underneath the Lucky Bones clearing it out. But you occasionally did come on up into the coffee house, and you did notice that they'd started working there because with you guys moving out, it got a bit lonely down there again, and now they decide just to come on up and actually get paying jobs since they're not being smuggled anywhere anymore.
Then I'm just gonna give them a kind of "What up, Tengus," and that's it. We don't need to have a competition.
All right.
Yeah, the best.
And with that being said, let's scoot on over to Roger.
Yes, how can I help you?
So, while the foot race to end all foot races was happening, what were you doing while you were buying your tea?
Well,
you found several blends that you considered serviceable for what you're intending.
Before Kyra took off, I did mention to her that don't get caught up in anything because probably around, what is it called?
I just got
I just got the flash on Roger.
Yep, there.
Yep. Oh no! Literally, he hadn't said anything in 15 minutes. Are you kidding me?
In his defense, he was away from the computer for 8 of them.
Thank God.
Remember how sometimes my mouse extra clicks?
Yes.
Yeah, that happened. Anyway,
it's time for a new mouse.
Exactly. No, I just I tell Kyra that I'm going to be busy tomorrow, but on wheel day, I will need her assistance with something.
Don't worry. I'm just going to go check in with Hedeman, make sure that everything's fine on that particular front while we were gone, and then I'm just going to make sure that Ava gets safely back to the Bones.
All right. You're not going to check in at the Grand Cathedral?
I'm on a little leave of absence from the temple at this moment. It's probably best if they just assume I disappeared.
No, you put a lot of work into that infiltration. I know you don't want to go back, but it would be useful to have ears within those walls.
I suppose I can try. But if you don't hear from me on wheel day, something bad happened, and it's your damn fault.
Just say that you were taking a sabbatical.
Boy, you really think the Church of Asmodeus is full of nice people, don't you? Sorry, I slipped into Laria's voice there for a second.
Also, isn't...
Well, no, I mean, if something happens and I don't see you on wheel day, I'll come get you.
Great. Anyway, don't you have something to do? You've got tea. Go on, shoo.
Yes, I do have tea.
All right, Ava, this way. And she takes Ava off in the direction of the Bones.
Wasn't Ava Hitler's wife's name?
Fortunately, this one is spelled differently.
Yeah, not spelled the same way, but yes.
Double AVA for your elven friend.
Oh, the double A. Okay. My bad. That's just my brain was like, that's a weird synapse.
All right. So, Icar.
So yeah, Icar heads towards the Devil's Nursery.
All right. It's as bustling down there as the slums usually are. Occasionally, some people see you and just kind of like their eyes go wide, like, ooh, someone with... Those are fancier clothes than any of us have seen in a while. Because you don't... Because obviously...
They're his road clothes. I mean, he's been out on the... He's been traveling for days.
I know, I know, but they're like good road clothes. They're not rags.
But by his standards, they're very filthy.
Of course.
So he'll kind of look at his clothes like, really? Do I stink that bad? You know,
you don't notice too much of a stink, but then again, you've been traveling in a cart with Sugtok for several days, who smells even more so like pork left out in the sun for too long when he starts to sweat.
Smells like fucking jerky.
Smell like I'm bacon.
He does smell like he's bacon.
In the sun.
You know, he'll head up towards.
He comes with his own grease. Actually, as you round the corner to Zaya's place, she's actually on the in the doorway talking to someone. There's 4 other tieflings standing at the door, and she's currently speaking with one of them.
You know, Icar will politely wait.
All right. It's like the one talking is like, he's like, oh come on, it's not going to be that bad. It's just going to be the 2 of us, you know, walking around, spending some time together. It's not going to be so bad. Come on, what do you say? That's a very, very generous offer, Keen, but no thank you. Oh, come on, why? What's the problem? What not? Come on. It's not going to be that bad after all. We've known each other for a while, haven't we? Come on, this will be fun. Keen, please, just I'm not.
Icar's gonna like drop the tea container, but in a way that it rolls towards their direction.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Such a klutz.
All right. It interrupts the conversation, and they look up, and Zaya says, "Oh, Lord Icar, what a surprise!" And then the guy Keen says, "Lord, eh? What's a lord like you doing down here?"
I was about to have some tea, but I think I've spilled it all over the place here.
Don't you got fancy houses and mansions for that stuff? Go on, leave us to our own business, shall we?
I'm afraid this is my business.
No business down here in the nursery is any business of you rich boys. Shoo off before you ruin your nice clothes. And he's basically wearing tattered pants and basically he's dressed like Aladdin but without the tiny fez.
I think the lady asked you to buzz off.
Don't worry, she'll come around. I'm a very charming individual.
No, I don't.
Zaya rolls her eyes, but she's starting to look a little worried.
I don't think she will.
And what do you know about it?
A great deal more than you, I'm pretty sure.
Well, what's that supposed to mean? He turns to you, he kind of cracks his knuckles a little bit.
Listen, I'm not trying to cause any trouble or hurt anybody, but I think that you should follow the lady's good instructions and find somewhere else to enjoy your evening.
I was hoping to enjoy it. You know what? No, I don't like your attitude. Talking to me like you own me. Like I'm supposed to do what you say. I'm not exactly fond of that down here. And the 3 guys around him start to like fan out around him.
Are you sure you want to do this?
You're the one who stepped into our turf.
It's not just your turf. I'm sure you've heard about the other. I'm sure you've heard about the man who stalks these streets at night.
Look at him. Look how long it took for him to stumble over finding a valid excuse for his tough guy act. and the other 3 kind of chuckle. You as Roger kind of understand what the situation is.
All right, I get it. And Icar gets it too.
Okay.
He's just trying to diffuse it politely.
I know. It just means that in future, when I refer to them as goons, you're gonna get the idea. plenty of people that stalk the streets at night, especially down here. The Tari don't come down here. We all get around out here at night. As a matter of fact, and if you don't turn around and buzz off, rich boy, I don't think you're going to be doing much walking tonight at all.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll let you have the first punch. I'm a gentleman.
Oh. Oh, all right. Come on. He cracks his neck and comes on up to you. All right. Think you're a tough guy? All right. Are you going to attempt to dodge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I'm not gonna be flat-footed. I know he's throwing the punch.
Okay. So, I should probably get stats for this.
Their stats ain't shit compared to our boy.
Yeah, but our mouthy friend doesn't know that.
You'd think they'd see what Icar's wearing. Like, isn't he like covered in knives?
No, he's got, I think, a rapier at his side and a belt.
No, he's just got the belt.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The dagger is in the vanishing sheath.
Okay.
I guess technically I have the short bow on my sheet, so yes, he does have the short bow on his back.
Okay. Well, I roll a 22 to hit you.
That is a miss. It was pretty close. My AC is a 23.
Okay.
It is a miss.
Same
okay.
here.
Okay. Well, you said first punch, but he's a jerk, so he's going to take his flurry of blows attack. That's also a 22, so... Nope. So he comes at you, and comes in, ducks down, goes for an uppercut, and you back out, and you lean back out of the way. Then he ducks down and does a little spin kick going for your leg, and you just jump over it and then land back down on the side on the cobblestones. His goons are starting to go, "Come on, Keen, you can do this," and you can see Zaya's back there going, "Oh no, oh no, oh no."
So Icar is gonna, take the bladed belt that he's got over his hip, and he's gonna sort of snap. As he pulls it out, and it unbuckles and comes around, it turns into the whip.
All right, are you gonna snap it just for effect?
Ba,
course.
ba, 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 ba,
I was waiting for
I
it.
guess we're gonna make a full attack.
Okay. What's your AC? Okay.
ba, 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 ba.
Oh shit. Yeah, that'll hit and hurt.
And we'll make it non-lethal. We'll do the enforcer to make a free demoralize. Add 3 to that because the circlet.
Okay.
What non-lethal? You get something additionally when you're doing non-lethal.
Well, yes. If that because of enforcer, I get a free demoralize when I deal non-lethal, and because of twisting fear, if he is shaken because of the results of the demoralize, he takes an additional 13 points of non-lethal damage.
All right.
Gnarly.
As you're doing this, you pull it out, turn it to whip form, snap the whip, and then bring it over your head. You do some fucking Trevor Belmont shit. And as Keen stands back up, you get him to the point where the whip wraps around his horn once and then whaps him on the top of the head. Some blood starts to come down. He kind of just falls backward to the street. And he appears to be unconscious from the impact. And his goons go, "Oh!" They look up at you, they look down at Keen, they look up at you, and then they bolt in 3 different directions through the alleyways and further down the street.
Icar will, pull the whip back and transform it back into the belt. Look at Zaya. Oh, I didn't think that through, did I? Oh, that's not going to come.
No, it's
You didn't do anything before I got here.
No, he just, unwise that I am, I tried to open the door to talk to him, and then he got very pushy and leany, and he's been like this for several months now, and apparently he doesn't know how to take no for an answer, so maybe he finally got the hint, she says as she looks down as he's laying there dazed, unconscious on the sidewalk.
Well, we've got to put him somewhere. We can't just leave him here.
Yeah, don't worry. I know a place. Here, help me with this. And I'll get his legs.
All right. And Icar will sort of tuck his arms underneath the guy's elbow, his armpits to pick him up.
All right. And it's a little bit of a hike, and people don't really seem to care that much. But she leads you over to, that's the wrong thing. She leads you over to, from her house to like this plaza right here where there's a small fountain. Right. And she says, just set him in the fountain. So he's leaning out, like, basically she's telling you to set him in the fountain like he's in hot tub pose.
Right. All right, over he goes. Yeah. Drops him in.
It's like, thanks for that. He's he thinks because he can throw a good punch that people are just gonna fall in line for him. It's honestly, it's kind of embarrassing for him, but he's a determined little sod.
I mean, we've all been there before. We think we're.
I mean, I thought I was that, indestructible back when I was 10, but he never grew past 12, it seems.
Maybe this will help him grow up then.
I sincerely doubt it, but let's get away before he comes out of whatever you did to him. Which, by the way, where did you learn how to do that as you start walking back?
My family has a very competent fencing instructor.
Really? But fencing's with swords, right? Like the thin ones, like rapiers?
Yes.
So she taught you how to use a whip?
I took some extracurriculars.
Oh, okay.
If you'd like to learn some self-defense, I could probably ask her if she'd be willing to teach you some basics.
I know some basics. I know how to use a knife, but if she's a teacher for you, she's probably not going to spend her time down here, especially with someone like me.
Well, no, I mean you would have to come up to Silverhome. I don't think she'd be willing to leave the house. There are 6 kids.
You take another couple of steps before you realize that she hasn't followed. You turn around, she's just kind of standing there, like with a shocked look on her face.
I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense. Like I was saying, there's 6 kids, and she's got to look after the youngest one because I love Mother to death, but she is just not. She's not cut. Being a parent of this many kids, I don't think was ever something that she planned to. Are you okay?
I think I'm fine.
Okay.
I was just not expecting an invitation to the greens, like ever.
Oh,
she's kind of. Hey, okay. All right. Well, that would be an interesting thing to ask. I'm sure. If she's up for it, I'm sure I could definitely pencil in some time for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what else you have. I don't want to take up your time. I'm sure.
Oh no, it's
working down here. There's actually something I wanted to talk to you about. Now that I guess we're sort of on the subject.
Okay, and by this point you've reached her house.
So, I go by the Cloven Hoof maybe like once every week or so on my way by the gate, and it doesn't look like it's ever going to open yet.
Yeah, it's getting dusty over there. Even the closure notices are getting old and faded.
Well, from what I understand, it was really important to the denizens of the nursery.
It gave us a sense of what's the word, assertiveness in the social structure of the city. It made people take some of us seriously.
Yeah, it gave you a voice. It made you feel like what you are.
That's how you phrase it. That's how That's how Straya phrased it.
Well, I think it's honestly been closed too long, and I'm not sure exactly who owns the building, but I think it needs to reopen.
As a slight note here, make me a knowledge local check or knowledge nobility check, whichever you prefer.
I'll take nobility because it's definitely higher than local.
You're fairly certain that a building that's defaulted to such a state is probably currently the government's probably in control of it.
Well, if we can buy it from the city, I'm sure we can come up with a reason.
I don't think the entire nursery has enough gold to even consider that.
No, that's why I'd buy it.
She actually makes that noise as her jaw drops. That's...
Well, probably not me personally, no, but I think it would be a good investment for my friends and I.
Oh, okay.
The real question that I would need to know the answer to is whether or not, reopening the Cloven Hoof would be something that the people of the nursery would even be responsive to.
I suppose I could ask around over the course of the next week, and during our next get together, I could tell you what I found.
Afraid I did mean to sort of interrupt the conversation, but I think I really did wind up spilling that tea.
That's okay. I still have some around. I can. It's the stuff that I usually have, but it does mean a lot that you were bringing your own. That's very kind of you.
Well, I wanted to bring something that was, kind of, not to say that your tea isn't. It's fine. No, it's good.
Mine's a couple steps up above sludge, I know, but it's all I can afford. It's basically hot leaf juice, but at the very least there's a little bit of honey in it.
Why don't we just go somewhere and get something?
Oh boy. Oh dear, did I say that? Oh, I'm rambling. Yes, sure. Did you have anywhere in mind?
Well, if I'm thinking of somewhere to get something nice to drink, the immediate place would be Laria's, but that's all the way across the city, and I'd have to drag you over the bridge, and then I'd have to help you get back here, and I don't like.
Coffee's fine. Coffee's fine.
Coffee's good?
I'm okay with going across the bridge. You'll just use just get Dotari you and just get across.
Okay.
Pretend that made sense.
I'll try.
Okay.
One thing about me and the Dotari, but probably in a good way that doesn't involve me getting arrested.
That's always a plus, especially for us down here.
All right. Do you want to go in? Do you want to maybe get something a little bit? Do you have a maybe we can stop by Hedman's first.
Oh, okay. It's always nice to see him. Yeah, sure, we can do that.
All right. Well then, if you're ready to go now, Hedman's is just about a half-minute walk from here.
It's a little further than that.
It's about an hour's walk from here.
It's not that far.
It's about 45 minutes walk from here.
Quit while you're ahead, Roger. Okay, I'm going to sort of glance over this a bit, but yes.
A 4-minute walk for Tib'resh.
4-minute power walk for Tib'resh.
He's doing it in like a walking pose too. He's just kind of like keeping his hands close to his side.
Geez, I forgot to animate the sprite with a running motion, so he's just walking, but it's still moving fast.
His feet are gliding across the ground.
Okay. Yeah, so because of the amount of time this entire thing would take, I'm going to say that you escort her to the Devil's Threads, and she and Hedman do know each other, and they have a small little "how you doing?" how's the neighborhood type conversation, and I imagine you're helping her pick out something a little better than slum rags.
Yeah, just something that you can go up in the Villigry district and look respectable in.
You're able to find an outfit that looks similar to the one that the journal picture is wearing. Let's go with that.
Okay.
All right, and she's, and it's close enough to her size that she doesn't need much tailoring, so it hangs baggy and loose in a couple of places, but she has absolutely no problem with that.
It's I forget which season. Erastus is like the middle of summer, right?
Erastus is, it's the July parallel.
Right. Okay. So yeah, it's like as long as it's not too hot, then that's fine.
It's relatively light clothes with a few earth tones in it.
Oh, it's too hot.
I knew it. I knew it.
Out of everything, that's what you chime in for. I've been watching you cheer down there.
Back.
I can see him over there going.
Woo, 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 woo.
Really though, this is a great excuse to get back into the coffee house where everyone else is.
Okay.
We are still hanging out, playing whatever, like, pass the time, fuck off.
Because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time like Icar and then everybody but Icar. So if we can merge the scene.
That's kind of what I was hoping for when you said the coffee house, because I imagine that Sugtok still can't walk, so he's probably there going, "Got any twos?"
Yeah. We're all sittings.
Yeah, and you escort her across the bridge, and you also see.
I imagine the fucking like Tib'resh moves so quickly, but then like Tibresh's shoes are not magical, and so he just burns holes in the bottoms of them.
I don't even know if Tib'resh wears shoes. I think he's just got like straps, like Meryl from Dragon Age 2.
Did you do that whole like 10-day trip with barefoot? I mean, I know we were on horse most of the time. But...
He's got Johnny Appleseed level calluses, man.
Okay.
They're half-orc feet.
That's racist.
I am wearing Daredevil boots, so
Okay,
they are magical shoes, so they'll hold up fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. It's been a while since you've used them, but then I also remember hasn't had much chance to use them underwater.
Right.
Same thing with the slippers.
Okay.
And my flamey fists.
Okay, but as you and Zaya get to the bridge, you also see most of the people are queuing up along sides of the bridge down at the banks and are getting ferried back and forth across the river.
Is it just me, or does it feel like there are less people outside?
It's hard to tell. I don't leave the nursery that much, but it does feel emptier out here than in the neighborhood.
I mean, it's definitely more crowded than spending a week and a half on the road. But it's maybe I'll have to think about it.
Okay. I suppose we'll give us something to talk about over coffee.
That's true. I guess you haven't met anyone up in this part of the town. You'll love Lara. She's great.
Okay.
She's very enthusiastic.
Enthusiasm's good.
And she has that sort of halfling drawl.
Oh, okay. All right. I haven't had a chance to speak to many halflings. They don't get into the nursery very often.
Yeah, I imagine that they probably don't spend much time in the nursery at all. They're either going to be at work or wherever they're indentured.
Yeah. At least Cantargo's not that mean to us about that. It could be better, but I've heard stories from some of the older ones in the nursery. Like I hear Westcrown and Corentin are just bad about that.
I mean, 3 hots and a cot versus whatever you can scrape together in the nursery.
It's more the mentality of it, the whole the cage aspect, and she starts to shiver a little bit as you fairly certain that memories of the dog housing are creeping back in.
Hey, it's all right.
Okay, all right, I'm good. I'm here. I'm fine.
You're good. Okay.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. And by this point, at this point, you've crossed the bridge by now.
Okay.
So a couple minutes later, you come into the coffee house, and everyone's there around a table, doing whatever the hell it is that they're all doing. And you guys, depending on which way you're situated, one of you notices Icar come in with Zaya at his side. I'm just gonna roll a die to see who's actually facing the door. It's Tib'resh.
Do you react?
What just came through the door, sorry?
Icar and Zaya.
Oh. Oh! Hey, guys!
I'm just happy to see them. I'm not going to make any insinuations about nothing.
I want to turn around and just give a shit-eating grin, and I'm gonna start to give a like big wind-up thumbs up, and then I'm gonna stop like a third of the way into it and just like.
Make me a bluff check.
Smooth as hell.
Okay, you
Hey
catch
guys.
you catch yourself before your thumb comes above the level of the table too much.
How's it going, Icar? Just playing cards. It's good, and I'm gonna put the cards in front of
Oh,
me.
hey guys. Yeah, I didn't. I probably should have guessed that they'd be here, but I mean, Zay, you know, Tim, Tib'resh, Sugtok. Is Flickie here?
Flickie's around somewhere.
Flickie is probably trying to hide somewhere randomly.
Is he levitating on the ceiling?
He didn't look up, and I'm up like hovering above, like, damn it!
See, Flickie, this is how I see
Clicks.
the world.
Clicks
Most
his
days.
heels and slowly drifts back down to our level.
Yeah, they Anyway, I'm sure everyone else is enjoying a nice coffee after the time that we had. I hadn't even gotten a chance to start on that. Anyway, let me I'm just gonna go talk to Laria and get us some coffee. If you want to, talk to the boys a little bit, say hi.
Sure. It's been a while since the whole Tooth Fairy thing.
Icar, are you referencing the time when we fought that giant underwater creature, or the second time that we fought that giant underwater creature?
I don't think she's heard about either.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, huh. Wow!
Zombie shark?
We have so
I don't
much
usually
to
talk about work, because it's kind of a sensitive matter.
I heard a song about a zombie shark the other week. And
Do.
it
Don't
was-
do it. Don't do it. I know where
Great.
this is going.
It had a really just catchy riff. A lot of do's. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do's. The whole nine of do's.
Sounds like some of the kids' melodies I hear some of the urchins singing.
No idea what you could be referencing, but do you want us to deal you in?
What are you guys playing?
We're playing Catch Sea Monsters.
We're playing Go Aboleth.
Go fish.
Sorry. That's what he said.
Okay, I know that one. Yeah, sure. I'll finish up his hand, and I'll join you for the next one. And deal him in, too, because I think he'll be back with coffee.
I want to
All
have.
right, well,
I want to position Tim the Pimp behind somebody so he can squawk at me about what cards they have.
For the record, I wasn't saying go fish like explaining the game. That was just a happy accident. I just meant go fish. Shit talk. I don't have that card.
right, and I'll draw a card. And is Icar out of earshot?
Icar at this point will be talking with Laria, which, by the
As
way,
soon as he's out of earshot, I want to look at Zayan like, so you two? Yeah? You two?
we had a small encounter.
smooched?
No,
Did you smooch?
no.
He didn't put his face on your face?
No,
It'll-
nothing. No,
It's,
nothing.
it's
no.
fine. It's fine. It'll get there. I'm gonna pat pat her shoulder, and take my card and just finish the game.
She kind of freezes up a little bit, but make me a perception check.
The most important check of the game.
She's already got a red tint to her skin, so you only barely notice the flushing cheeks during that whole exchange.
I'm gonna try to play it off and make it. I'm gonna try to not be obvious about my okay.
Well, I roll a natural 16, so she's aware that you're doing this whole routine.
It's not a bit. I'm super excited.
Hey,
that our boy and her.
Hey, Sugtok.
Yep.
Go fish.
I already drew. Keep up with the game.
And
man.
while you guys are doing this round of Go Fish, we're gonna cut over to Roger talking to Laria.
Yeah, just listen. Just give me the simplest, most basic coffee that you can. I don't want to give. She doesn't need to have the the Cheliac special.
Icar?
Just
if it was any other circumstance, I would almost say that you were insulting me. But considering the situation back there, oh dear lord, this is where that would be her saying Sugtok going. It's like
subtle as a heart attack.
I'm pretty sure. I have a feeling that she hasn't been this side of the bridge before, and I just want to keep it simple.
I will make it myself, and I won't overwhelm her with anything. What do you want?
Oh, I'll take a half calf mocha chino with a twist of lemon.
Ah, okay. And which kind of what kind of milk do you want?
Almond, of course.
Lemon and the mochaccino sounds fucking awful.
Rich boys, I'm saying.
It's how he builds up his immunity. He takes a little bit of every day. Then he's going to switch on over to iocane powder. All right. Whatever's going to keep you alert, I guess. This ought to be interesting to watch. She, just give me a couple of minutes. You want any scones or anything to go with that?
Oh, yes, please. I haven't had a scone since the day I left.
Of course. Give me just another minute on top of the couple that I'll need for the drinks.
Okay, thank you so much.
And after a couple of minutes, she gives you your whatever the hell you asked for, and coffee with a little bit of cream and sugar in it, so it's not exactly black coffee, but close, but very, very simple. And a small plate with a half dozen scones on it.
Okay, I will bring it back to the table.
All right, Icar joins you at the table.
Oh, what are you guys playing? Oh, is this Go Fish again?
Yeah, it's great.
Shattersong has a hard time with numbers, otherwise we'd be playing poker.
You know Flickie cheats at this, right?
What? No, I don't. I whistle at the bird to move.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, so that's D20 plus 3. Wow, these are the only 2 sleight of hand checks I've ever had to do, and they're in the same session. Let's see. Fucking come on, Dice Tower.
We've had a high level of fuckery, and I'm loving it.
19.
Much as you'd like, it's very hard to disguise the sound of a screeching eagle.
I barely noticed, and it was sitting on my shoulder. Fourth or fifth squawk, I was like, hey, man.
At this point,
I keep squawking three times. And
it's because you spent the last couple of days tuning him out because he said you smelled bad.
Go fish. You don't.
No. He called you stupid. That's right.
Listen, Tim, I don't know what you're saying, but I think this is why I'm losing.
Flickie understands Tim's response as, "No, that's not why."
No, that's
Meanwhile, I'm pushing him off because I finally notice him screeching in my ear.
He flutters off. He heads off to the rafters. He's like squawking one more time, which Flickie translates as, "The jig's up. You're on your own now."
Icar, how do you notice so much about some things and so little about others? And I'm going to make a subtle glance That's Zaya.
Zaya actually says, I thought you were doing a bit.
I was doing a bit. I didn't actually know he was cheating.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because I wasn't.
Well, I just assumed since he had the bird up there and that like typical Flickie shit-eating grin.
All right, I'll give you that one.
All right.
Anyway, here's your coffee.
Oh,
and
thank
Mario
you.
was so kind as to give me some scones. I guess they go to the whole table.
Mm-hmm. That was the idea.
So, I guess, you know, I don't want to talk a whole lot of business while we have company. So
did you know he's really good with a whip?
No, I had no idea.
That's it must be a result of his noble upbringing.
No, it was okay, so I guess we're gonna have to tell them anyway, thanks. No, you know, there was an incident. I got into a bit of scuffle, and I was pretty lucky. I was able to rough the guy up enough that he just passed out.
You hit him once on the head.
Amazing.
I
You've
am
learned
right.
something from me, I'm sure.
I'm just glad you're all right.
Yeah. Oh, do you mean me or her?
The both of you. I have never personally seen you fight. You know, I do seem to remember you saying that you had special plans for things that you needed to do today. So maybe we'll all just catch up with you later.
No, the tea that you saw me get earlier, I spilled it. That was part of why the scuffle happened. So, you know, I'm out a few gold pieces. And
Gold? You spent gold on tea?
I'm out a few silver pieces. And
Are you gonna bluff that, or are you actually serious?
I actually don't know how much tea costs.
How much could a
for
car
the mid-range stuff that you were getting for a couple people, it maybe might have cost you a couple silver.
Okay, then I would have said silver to begin with.
Okay, it's like okay, then let me recant the reaction. It's like, okay.
You know, I'm out a few silver, but hopefully this guy isn't gonna cause any more trouble. He'll sleep this off, and it'll be the last we hear of him.
Everyone, make me a perception check. Jesus Christ, Tim.
Yeah.
Including you, Roger.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that included me.
I was thinking
Yeah, why, what are we
maybe.
doing?
Would you guys like to go for just a romantic boat ride?
I'm losing to a bird.
Icar and Tib'resh both hear Isaiah kind of mutter under her breath, "Oh, you don't know Keen that well."
Icar's gonna let it go.
By the way, that's A-Spell's name.
But something I was thinking about is you guys know about the Cloven Hoof Society, right?
Yeah.
Do remind me. I've heard the name, but
You talking about that thing from the Red Roof part of town?
Yeah, it's I guess you'd call it a charity organization, or at least it was before they shuttered.
did they?
Tiefling
That was kind of
tiefling advocacy, she says.
Was that our holdup at the beginning of the whole Red Jills incident?
No, that was
No,
somewhere. That was the old orphanage.
yeah, the Red Jills were at the whatever that was, the old orphanage.
The orphanage
that
on
over
Temple Hill. It was around here somewhere.
Yeah, it was somewhere up there. No, well, anyway, the building's been shut for a while, and I was talking with Zay, and I was thinking, you know, it might be a good idea to try to figure out a way to get it unshuttered. You know, buy the building, reopen it, invest some money into staffing it.
He wants to buy it himself.
Well, I misspoke. When I said I would buy it, what I meant was we would buy it.
That's even more impressive. And she looks around at a lot of you, and her eyes start beaming a little bit.
How much does the property cost?
Oh, I have no idea.
It's a rundown old tenement, but you say it's owned by the city?
It's not run down. It's just been closed for several months.
It's closed. You know, so I'm assuming the city has seized it, because if it's been closed this long, there's no way anyone's been paying the property fees on it. So, you know, it would take some research for sure.
Mineral buildup in the pipes.
But if it is something that we could do, it's just, you know, an activity. I know we have a lot on our plates, but just give it some thought.
It is a spot in town that might be nice to have a connection in.
Well, tiefling advocacy is important. You know, there's a lot that they can do, and I think there's a lot that the city can do better for them. You know, until I had gone down to the Devil's Nursery, I had never seen anything like that.
Absolutely. I think we should. I mean, if it helps others, that's what we're doing.
You know, I think it helps build public support.
Yeah, we have our name attached to it. People will know the Silver Ravens as, you know, those who are protecting and helping the small people in the city. Small people being relative, I understand that I'm very tall. I didn't mean anything. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Good. I'm not the only one who stammers over her words. That's reassuring. You have no idea how reassuring that is.
I mean,
we can't all be.
Did you have any other spots that you had thought of buying?
Well, I was thinking about getting properties around the city and fixing them up for our supporters and followers and team members.
See, I mean, Cloven Hoof Society sounds a good one.
Strategic locations, yeah, it's not a bad idea.
It's pretty close to the southern gate.
I was considering
we'd have easy access in and out of town.
Yeah, and there's the Silver Star is kind of on the northern end of that part of the city. I wanted to buy a gift for a friend. I realized the city doesn't have a good music store right now. Just food for thought. I don't want to be pushy about it.
I mean, that's a little different. That building's not closed. It burned to the ground.
I can fix.
We can pay for lumber and shit. I'm sure Luke has some weird city building stuff stored.
You guys are actively in the middle of rebuilding a burned down building.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's not done yet.
We've got the guys. We've got the tools.
Icar like stands up out of his seat. I gotta go find Rexus. Where the hell is it? Laria?
Yeah, what?
Where the hell is Rexus still sleeping in your attic?
Occasionally, but he hasn't been here for a couple of days.
All right. Yep. Okay. You know what? I'll do that tomorrow. Oh shit! No, I gotta go Sugtok tomorrow. Okay, Rexus is Wednesday. Wheel day.
Listen, if noon is too early for you, I understand.
No.
I can push 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30.
You know, wheel day will have given him an even 2 weeks to have figured something out. So, plus maybe knowing that we're back in the city will put a little bit of a fire underneath his boots.
Do I notice his frustrations with noon?
Do you actually have frustrations with noon?
I'm not frustrated with noon.
No, you did not detect any frustrations with Noon. And that would be more sense. And that would be more sense motive anyway. But since it's the same ability score, still no.
Do you want some just before breakfast coffee?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, I mean, noon is good because it gives me time to go back to the family estate in the morning.
Yeah, because where have you... Do they know you've been... This is what you were doing?
I told Rosalind that I would be gone for a couple weeks, and I trusted that she would tell the rest of the family.
Oh, you asked her to cover for you. Yeah,
Well, not cover for me. Just let them know. You know, I don't need.
As a reminder, you wrote your sister, and the response you got was from a Katarina.
That's right.
Well, do you want to meet me?
No, and it's not like I need their permission to come and go to the city.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then I guess let's just meet at the bridge at noon tomorrow. I'll wait for you right before the crossing on this side.
Okay.
Are all of us doing this, or just you two?
I've got to do my gear swap.
The two of them are going to go lean over the enchantment table for a while.
Right.
As you mash A on every fucking magical item you own in the beginning of Skyrim. You just want to get all those enchantments. You're just like, yes, give it to me.
Mash the cross key as fast as possible.
Are you one of those fucking nerds that calls it the cross?
It is the cross.
It's an X.
An X is the left button on a 360 controller. The cross is the bottom button on a PlayStation controller.
I guess it tracks with the fucking shapes, but still.
It is a fair distinction to make between the two, but by they're both the same.
All right, moving on. Because this is a rabbit hole, and I'm steering us away from it.
I was about to say, we could have a long conversation.
We're in a semantics tornado.
Or that.
Dude, speaking of tornadoes, did you guys see that town in Kentucky?
No, we'll get to it later.
Yeah, I did see some of it, but that's rough.
Anyway, so you guys are you guys just basically making plans for what you're going to be doing after? Well, let's just this coffee meetup is.
Yeah, I mean, like we're in the afternoon. We're in the middle of the afternoon for the coffee meetup, right?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I should have muted myself.
So probably after this, each of our characters are going to go their independent way, settle in for the day, get unpacked from all the traveling, and then tomorrow get back to business.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Big Seb and the Deuce to go clean them up and get them back in their stables and shit.
All right. Fortunately,
Flickie,
that stable is on this side of the bridge. So there you go.
I know.
It's right over.
Do you want any help with that, man?
Are we allowed to get a written pass? Yes, you feel free to come with me. Are we allowed to get like a written pass from Icar to cross the bridge for free because he has the power to do that?
No. Basically, his class ability lets him ignore small amounts. Yeah, you can buy an all-day pass for 10 gold.
I'm not gonna fuck. Isn't it only 2 gold to cross?
Yes.
I'm not gonna do that. Not yet, anyway.
Flickie, did you manage to get a hold of Lady Duker? I know you were trying to.
I sent her a raven, but I haven't received one back.
But you sent her a raven, and then immediately were following the foot race.
Yeah, she left me on red, bro.
No, in the interim, you did get your reply, but I've been doing other things. I just haven't gotten to it.
Yeah, she left me on red, bro. Flickie says, as literally leaving her on red.
There's a bird sitting on your shoulder, just like, bro, I've got a message. Hey, it's here. Read this.
She's got a little check mark that says delivered.
But her response is a very simple and, of course, elegantly written, as always. It's wonderful news to hear that you've returned and that you're safe. I heard about what Ava said was down there, and Aboleths are frightening creatures. The fact that you faced one and lived is something to be commended. Your mother and father would be proud of you.
Oh! Ah, God!
Straight to the heart.
Oh, God! Jesus. Or whatever Jesus Christ would equate to in this universe.
I don't know. There's a lot of religions.
Fucking...
Staring right?
Everyone, or I guess, they asked about it, and I'm like, it's personal, but she's proud of me, and she's glad that we're all safe.
Well, that's good. That's a little bit more... That's a little bit more than I'd expect from her. She's kind of
Smashing.
like, close-lived.
You seem pretty shaken up just for Lady Dokur saying that she is proud of you.
Well, she's one of the few people who knew my parents and told me that they would be proud of me for all this.
That's pretty deep.
Oh yeah, that has some heft.
Yeah.
What happened to your parents?
Oh, they died on the Night of Ashes.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, they were killed on the Night of Ashes.
Well,
By our foe, fucking, what's his name, Jeffrey?
I'm sorrier, I guess.
Yeah, I think...
Wait, how much does Zaya know about us?
It
Like,
depends.
not a whole lot.
She was like one of our first like questy type deals because like she knows we're the dude. She knows we're the Silver Ravens.
She knows we broke her out of the dog housing operation.
Yeah, we broke her out of dog housing.
Oh, right.
We
And
helped
you used her as bait for tooth fairies.
Yeah, she was the tooth fairy bait.
That was so many real life months ago. I completely forgot about that. Oh shit! I just got so derailed. I was thinking about what not to say in front of her.
And she found out where the Red Jills were hiding for us.
Oh,
that's
that's
when
right.
she got picked
did
up
do all
by
that
the,
shit.
It's when she got.
Well,
the CCC.
after an emotional outburst from me about Barzillai, not Jeffrey. After an emotional outburst, from
Jeffrey
me about
Thrune!
Yeah, literally. I was like, what the fuck?
Fear me!
What
Okay,
up, girls?
Okay,
This
hear
is
me
your
out.
boy,
Hear me out.
Thrune.
Jeffrey, but it's spelled in the medieval way.
Like GEO.
Like my roommate. Fucking after an emotional outburst for me, I kind of apologized, and like Tim lands on my shoulder and gives me a little like bird head, like, aw.
Every little thing's gonna be alright.
Oh, I love you, Tim.
I tolerate you.
And
No,
I
I'm
hate-
kidding, I'm kidding.
Ah, you son of a bitch. We start messing with each other.
He does this with his bird all the time. Don't worry, it's normal.
I hear
Yes.
I hear wizards get really attached to their pets, but this is getting a little weird.
She says pet, and I snap my head around and I go, this a familiar.
Sorry.
Look at his little star. Or
Sorry.
Look at his cool helmet.
I can't believe you gave him a cool helmet.
He has a hat.
It's so tight. Look at this fucking thing. I mean, but with the blast shield down, he can't see a thing.
I guess that's why Flickie's, getting involved. And then
Well,
Sugtok.
everyone needs a reason, I suppose.
I like fighting and freedom.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you ever tell us exactly why you're here?
Just look at it.
Listen, I've been.
I
I've
know
been
he
in the
I know
city
he
for a
hasn't
while.
told me.
The city's a good spot for playing music, for getting drunk, for finding a good fight. It's not. I came from the north.
How
Much
far
that I'd
how,
rather
how
not
far
discuss.
north? Oh, okay.
Far.
And he walked.
I'm gonna kind of mutter in Ulfin a
Uphill both
little
ways.
bit to myself.
Okay.
What are you muttering?
Ulfin.
What is that? I don't have that. Garrett speaks something that I don't.
Correct.
Incomprehensible. I need that on my next level up.
It's basically the language of the Viking peoples and the lands of the Linorm kings.
That's awesome. Me and Garrett could like write songs. Or me and Sugtok.
I just kind of mutter in that language to myself.
I look at him and I go, sorry, I don't understand animal cast.
Well, I guess there's not a whole lot to say about Tib'resh. He's here because he wants to write down what we're all doing.
Well, that's admirable.
I forgot that's
Well,
where we started, yeah. That's right.
How much have you written?
Well, Tib'resh. Oh wait, I guess I can't really pull that out of nowhere. Well, back at the hideout, I have got quite a large tome. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of stuff out. These guys have, well, we all have foul mouths, and
Hideout. You guys all sound so official now.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
Barzillai Thrune gave us a ceremony.
We've come incredibly far.
Yeah, I heard about that, and
It was. You could tell it was a secret flex, but at least we got it. Look at these glasses he gave me. I can look at any written language on the planet and translate it.
that sounds useful.
Yeah, I know, right? I read so many books.
Guys, I just want to say,
Have you read a single book in character since this game started?
like I
Yes.
was saying earlier about talking about work, let's, keep the ixnay on the hideout, hey. Nothing against you, Zay. I just don't want to put you in a bad spot. We are dealing with people who are not good.
Yeah, we've got Spider-Man syndrome. We have to make sure that
I live in the devil's nursery. I live in a not good spot.
Well, this is different. I mean,
I know.
This not good spot involves you dying painfully, and we don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I would like to avoid that too.
Well, as long
It's
as you
only
got Icar around, I'm
almost
sure it won't
happened
happen.
twice with us around.
But almost, keyword.
Yeah.
Right?
We want to keep it never getting further than almost. For
Dude, I
dying. For you dying.
And to be fair, the second time wasn't your fault at all. You were the ones who saved me from the thing that was causing it.
Dude, I tilted my token like 20 degrees, and it looks like he's hitting a JoJo pose. Like the rest of his body would be like, oh.
I noticed, oh, you're walking towards me. Huh?
Yeah, I can't beat the shit out of you if I don't get close to you.
Well, yeah, I guess, I mean, I might hit up the Tooth and Nail tonight.
I'll come with.
Make a little coin.
Wait, no, I thought you were coming with me to clean the horses.
He said, he said tonight.
That won't
It's like
take all night.
yeah, it's only like 4
Flickie, you
at
want to
this
come
point.
to the Tooth and Nail once we're done cleaning up the boys?
Yeah, I'm down with that. You ever cleaned a
I-
horse before, dude? That shit takes
I-
longer than you'd think.
I promised Deuce a trip to the
you know
barber.
what? I saw a horse getting cleaned once because we went for riding lessons.
Wait,
Yeah. So you have to wash them, and then you have to use this tool to scoop the water out of their coats and stuff. It smells bad and takes a while, but it's
Flickie,
they look
could
beautiful.
could we magically prestidigitate them beautiful? Just scoop the dirt off of them?
Does
without magic?
prestidigitate physically get rid of that, or can it
It
not?
says clean or soil
Yeah, it says
or
we can
1
clean.
foot cubic foot square.
Yes,
You know-
yes. Basically, you would magically just like separate the dirt from the hair, coat, and skin, but it would not grow back Deuce's flank. There's a little
No,
bit
but-
of like 5 o'clock shadow on his ass, but there's still a noticeable patch.
How long?
Right, that's the session quote. 5 o'clock shadow on his ass.
Yeah, that's the title of the episode. That's perfect.
No.
How long will it take us to prestidigitate them clean?
Well,
No.
if you're doing 1 cubic foot of matter,
I'm not gonna prestidigitate. I'm gonna
Which
wash
would
him
be
classic
like-
style because I love my horse.
I guess that would
Then
be.
I'm gonna clean Deuce this way and get him to the barber, and I will be done around the same time as you're done hand washing.
No,
That's a lengthy process.
it's probably, so think of it like a square foot of the horse's, fur per casting, which is a standard.
Hair. Horses have hair.
So about a minute.
No, it'll take longer than that.
No, okay, so imagine your horse is big. It's like Clydesdale size. So a cubic foot, you'd have to do
Well,
like
I'm-
15 of them.
I'm like
I,
7 feet.
it would take 2 of those
7 by
cubes.
7?
It would take 2 of those 1 foot cubes just to do the head.
About 50 minutes.
Yeah,
Hour.
okay, cool. Let's just say we wash our horses and continue from there.
I was gonna say.
Okay, all right. So we're on our way to the Tooth and Nail.
Apparently, Reddit has an answer about what is the volume of a horse.
Of course it
Did
does.
you guys hear that Nancy Reagan
A cubic
Nancy
footage of a
Reagan
horse.
had the best blowjob in Hollywood years ago?
I did
Was
not hear
famous
that.
for it. Yeah, dude, it's blowing up on Twitter right now. Apparently, everyone on the internet's calling her like the Throat Goat 9000.
Anyway,
Sorry, I know that was a little off topic.
I have a joke that I would love to make about that, but let's stay on topic.
well, I'll ask you once the session's done.
I love how the person answering this Reddit question is like, this seems about right, because you could probably fit a horse into two 55-gallon barrels if you chopped it up. Which is like
110 gallons of horse.
You know, I guess 110 gallons of horse, but like whoever wrote that sentence is a psychopath.
I mean, that's fair.
Do we have the second race of the session in horse race, hand versus magic?
That's
No,
up to
I'm
you.
not racing again. That took way too long, and it's already 8:45.
Well, Zaya, I mean, they're gonna go wash a horse. Tib'resh, what are you up to? What are you doing this evening?
I honestly didn't have anything planned. I was gonna write some more in my book. That's about it.
I can't wait to read your.
I have to recap the last few days. I haven't really caught us up. So.
Okay.
Plus, I don't have to sleep that much anymore. I've grown beyond that.
Wait, what?
You can outgrow sleep.
No, I do have to sleep, sure, but like, you know, I only need a couple hours and I'm good to go.
Holy
Fully rested and
holy
just a
shit.
little bit.
He's Tib'resh is he's focused his inner key pretty impressively.
I have no idea what any of that means.
I don't
My body
either.
is,
I'm just reciting what he told me.
Wait, Zaya, you haven't seen Dragon Ball Z?
He's very fast.
My body is, you know, it's just a machine I use to do my bidding. If I make the body better,
it's an impressive machine.
It's a wonderland.
Well, thanks. Anyway, nothing going on tonight. Just writing.
Okay.
It's pretty exciting, honestly. It's the most fun I've had in the last 10 days.
Honestly, I'm just picturing Professor Hulk with a pencil, and it's just adorable.
Yeah, honestly, I'm so glad we're back after fighting that psychic fish. This book is the most fun I've had in 10 days.
I just love scribing. So we did notebooks.
I'm gonna go home, work on my book. I see this as an absolute win.
You guys
Tib'resh,
will
we
be
need you
thankful.
we need you to go kill another monster. Aw, but I'm almost done writing.
One more page. One more page.
I am going to be the first one to bow out of here, and I float up to the ceiling and pull myself out of a window, and then drop out on the outside of the bar or the coffee house.
Okay.
And I whistle from the horses, and I'm like, "You coming with, Shuggy?"
How high up are we?
No, I'm back on the ground. I didn't leave through the door. I left through a
I
window
know.
on the roof.
How high up were? What? How high up am I?
You're
on
the
you're
ground.
sitting in a chair. I just float up with my boots. and go,
You're not being
Can
very,
I go?
you're not
Is
being
there?
Mary Poppins with him.
Can I try to acrobatics through a window also onto the horse? I want to try to follow him, but I know it's not going to work out well.
No. The funny
Gonna
part is
try.
because I can't go horizontal, I get on the roof out of the
There's
window,
like,
and I have to shimmy down the fucking the wall of the building, even though I could have just walked out the door. And everyone knows this, and I bet Icar's like, what the fuck?
No, what you had to do was
That's
get
me
up to
trying to
this
tumble
was
out
get
the
up to the
door.
ceiling and the rafters, and then pull yourself along the
Yeah,
rafters.
I literally pulled myself to a window, but then it was like to get back, I like jumped over and fucking like.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
boot camp. Just
But on my way out,
flipped over in the
say, I forgot Zaya was here. On my way out, I say, all right, I'm going to split to go watch my horses. Zaya, great to see you again, as always. And I'm out of here.
All
And I
right.
slowly float
And-
up to the roof.
And Sugtok, for you trying to get up to the
I
window
was
on the
never
roof.
here, and I'm just like I'm trying to like somersault through people out the door, just like
Okay,
tumble my way on out.
then roll me acrobatics.
18.
I'm so glad I have these fucking
okay,
boots, dude.
good-
The
good
mileage
enough.
I'm getting out of them is insane.
I was never here.
Well,
I like to imagine they look like the hover boots from Ocarina of Time, but they just have the exact opposite effect. They go up and down instead of sideways.
Tib'resh slowly lays out a tip on the table that covers the nonsense that everyone here had to witness.
No, Zaya says, Well, I seem to remember them making weird poses the last time we met, so it's good to see that it's still them.
Dude, we hit the
I
Ginyu
forgot we
Forest, didn't
Ginyu
we?
Forest her.
Oh my god, dude. That's fucking harsh. I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
it literally it doesn't stop. This was a good day. Honestly, if
Yeah.
Flickie figured out how to hover forever, he'd just have give up his legs entirely.
We are the
This is,
Ginyu Forest to this girl.
This was a good day. They behaved themselves pretty well.
I'm on the Ginyu Force, mate.
Oh, all right. All right, Tib'resh, are you on the way out at this point?
Yeah, head back home.
Okay. And I'm assuming that you're escorting Zaya back home at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, she says, okay, so they're always like that, more or less?
Sometimes Sugtok is drunk. Sometimes
Precious
Tib'resh,
steps behind and says, "Yes, we are."
sometimes Tib'resh
Exactly.
is literally concussed.
Oh, by Desna.
Sometimes Flickie is throwing fireballs while this is all happening. So no, they're not always like this.
So it gets worse sometimes?
Oh, much worse.
Okay, I'm just gonna blanket statement. If you ever need a break, come to my place. I'll let you in.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna get that Nancy Reagan?
Mile and a half away, there's still an
Your
Well,
perception's
Tib'resh
not
is
that
off.
high.
Tib'resh is, walking home at the same time
Well,
in the same
I'll tell you
direction
what.
for half the journey.
If you
No. You are fast enough to get ahead of them because you've got longer strides. Bit
Yeah,
tall.
for some
guy.
reason, Tib'resh takes off at a full get-out sprint, like the moment he leaves.
No. He's really tall. It's like what's his name? Ted from Monsters Inc. He's walking to work. Big deal. He takes 5 steps. And he's there.
I am Ocarina of
Well,
Time
it's like-
somersaulting through the
Yeah,
whole town.
What?
Icar
It's
knows
faster.
that
It's faster.
Yeah, I got you. Sorry.
Icar knows that Tib'resh is that fast, and he looks behind him and he sees Tib'resh is still there. He's like, "That's weird. I thought you moved faster than that."
Boom.
I tell you what, do you have a spare key?
It's not exactly a key. It's more just a board that goes into a slot.
You don't have a key?
You've seen where I live, right?
I think that makes it even more important.
I'll
Tell
be
you
right
what,
back. I'm gonna use the restroom.
you know what? I will fix that sometime this week. I guess.
Oh my!
I don't know. I've still got to talk to Rexus. He's the one who's currently talking to the architect. It's not like I need an architect, though. I just need to buy a lock. That's not too hard, right?
I'm sure there's some locksmiths over in Red Roof somewhere.
Okay.
We just don't usually have much need for them.
Well, right. But
I'm
like,
lucky. I actually have a door.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just worried. I don't know. If Keaton comes back, I'd feel better if you had some way to make sure the door was shut.
Actually, at this point, I'd be more worried about Keen coming after you than trying to push himself on me again. I think you wounded his pride along with his crown.
You really think he's gonna take it that hardly?
Apparently it's a pride thing that you guys do.
I mean, I don't think of myself as particularly prideful, but
Well, then you're probably going to be better prepared for whenever, if he shows up again. No, not if, when. He's that stubborn.
I see. Well, don't forget about what I talked to you about self-defense. I need to
Lord, that, yes.
I need to talk to Ekaterina. I don't even know if she'd be willing to. I know that she was talking with Tib'resh about. Well, maybe Tib'resh was thinking about talking with her about getting some training. Ekaterina's crazy. I don't ask her a whole lot.
Is she crazier? Is she crazier than your elf friend?
No, I mean she's crazy good.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen someone pick up like a sword and
Specifically a DM to you, rapier. She is a fucking artist with that thing.
Right. Like I've never seen anyone else pick up a rapier and use it like an artist would use a brush. Except the canvas is usually me, and I wind up with a few bruises.
So I guess it's a training rapier? Because I hear those things poke.
No, she just swallows me up with enough cloth.
Ah, okay. Well, clearly it works. If you're, if her whip technique is good enough to do that to Keen.
I'm losing to a bird. I still can't get over that. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess I honestly didn't I didn't mean to rough him up that badly. I just wanted to spook him a little bit.
And then I accidentally rolled max damage twice.
It wasn't max, but it was up there.
Well, there was green boxes. At least one of the dice were maxed on both of those rolls.
Yeah. Well, it's not hard to max on a whip. It's a D3.
Yeah.
Which just shows you how much extra flat damage Icar gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that half leveled damage on melee weapons, that hurts.
That's like the entirety of Star Wars Saga Edition. Anyway, but you have your conversation and you eventually escort Zaya home.
So, do you want me to contact you, or I mean, it's not too hard to get. I guess it is a little hard now with the bridge toll as high as it is. If you want to get a hold of me, I mean, the easiest way is probably just to talk to Hedeman. He's closest to the nursery, and Hedeman.
I mean,
it's pretty.
I can always send you things in the mail. I did that already.
You could, yeah.
Is there anything I should do to keep your parents from just throwing anything that I scrapped together into like the trash on accident or anything?
Usually, Ekaterina doesn't let any of them trash it.
Wonderful.
But she does. I'm pretty sure she reads my mail.
Okay. Then you know what? Maybe you just. What was that?
Well, send a letter, but just send it to the coffee house, and Laurie will hold on to it for me.
That. She seems nice. Yeah, I can do that.
Or send it to. Actually, no. I'm not going to tell you where else to send it.
I'm starting to lose track of how many options.
There's plenty of options. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, I know. This is a lot, all at once.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. Wait, but the society, the offer of lessons, Keen, your friends, Villager District. It's been a very, very busy afternoon for me.
Well, then I guess I'll let you relax and take it all in.
Yeah, I'm not complaining at all. I'm just saying I haven't had this much fun in a very long time.
It was fun for me too. I haven't had fun. I mean, adventuring is like, it's exciting, but it's not fun. I mean, you're worried about something that is trying to kill you.
And you do that with increasing frequency, it seems.
So, I mean, but this was fun. It's not like anybody, well, one person got hurt, but it's not like anyone was going to die.
Well, at least you're good about that.
And, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know where to find me. I'll see you next time, Lord Icar.
It's just Icar. You don't have to use the Lord. It's fine. Just call me Icar.
Okay. Icar, until next time.
Lord Icar is, that's what passerby call me, and Lord Jhaltero is, that's my dad.
Right. Okay.
I guess he goes by Baron most of the time, but all right.
Oh boy, titles. Okay.
Oh yeah, maybe I should get you a copy of the new revised titles and uses. Do you like books?
They have that. Yes, I do. That's one of them. They have those.
Oh yeah. Well, because it's everywhere is a little bit different. you could have a lord somewhere who is actually not a lord. He's a viscount, but people call him a lord, and you have to know.
Just give me the book. This is too much to just dump on me right now.
Okay.
I don't even know what that word is. What?
Viscount. Okay. I'll find a copy.
Okay. All right. Be safe on your way back, and watch out for Keen.
I'll keep my eyes open.
All right. Be careful.
I will.
Okay. Good evening. And she goes inside and closes the door.
Whew. Well, that was a lot more than I expected. Icar just sort of talks to himself, and then he turns around and heads back towards the greens.
All right. Does anybody else have anything they need to do tonight?
Nope.
Okay. So with that, I'm going to spool it over into tomorrow, because there's actually some things to do. Specifically, I believe there's some magic item doing, but I'll let you guys decide the order on that as Toil Day rolls around.
I'm just chilling in the coffee house in the morning until noon, so unless somebody rolls through. That's all I got.
Okay. Out of curiosity, who slept where?
Well, it depends on if Icar got any fanfare / shouting matches when he got home.
Tib'resh graciously let me crash at his place.
Did you make any secret of your trip home? Or you try to like sneak in the garden door?
Oh, you're talking to Icar.
No, I mean he comes in through the front gate.
Okay. Fortunately, you catch your family in a gap moment where the Baron's busy, your mother is busy tending to the youngest, and lessons are happening for those who have double-digit ages.
Well, then he's going to quietly go up to his room and turn in, for the night.
Your practice rapier is resting conspicuously on your bed, and you know what that means. It means that Ekaterina is going to be running you through your paces in the not-too-distant future.
That's going to be fun.
Hey, Dillon, what's your stealth?
Oh, it's not good.
Is it more than 6?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. You did not ask Tib'resh to stay the night with him, so I'm assuming you snuck in. However, Tib'resh totally notices, but pretends he doesn't and lets you sleep subtly.
Well, at that point, I'll just say, hey.
Oh, God. You only had to sleep 2 hours. That means you're totally pulling the Edward Cullen.
Tib'resh will, stands over Flickie for the last hour of his sleep, staring directly at him, waiting for him to wake up.
6 hours.
What is this? What is this message? What is this?
That was my role to decide where I woke up. I woke up in a woman's house. But I'm not
and you're
gonna
gay, so like
I'm not gonna be only mostly. I'm not proud of what happened last night.
Damn. Well, yeah. Fucking. So I wake up to Tib'resh and I'm like, ah!
Next time, just say, "Hey, I need a place to stay, buddy."
I figured it was all interchangeable.
Dude, just say it first. It's just about permission. It's not.
Also,
it's not about the.
I shit my pants when you woke me up. So.
You know what? Just get off my fucking mat and go to the bathroom.
You did disturb him before he takes his morning.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of on you.
All right.
So,
well, okay.
I like Zoidberg walk to the bathroom, like, oh god, and I've got like robes on, so I'm trying not to let it fall on the floor.
Okay, so leaning to the bathroom door. Okay, so now we understand each other. Maybe just have a quick discussion before bed, and no one has to shit their pants first thing in the morning.
And my head leans out for the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, so if I sleep at your house, you're just gonna make me shit myself? Is that how
No.
we're gonna do this?
You just gotta ask me beforehand. Also, I only get one ply, so good luck.
Hey, don't knock one ply. I used that for like 5 years. It works.
It's cheapest and
Fucking-
best for the environment.
Tim the Pimp looks you directly in the eyes and shits on your floor.
Tim, you wanna? I know you're a smart bird. You wanna clean? You wanna clean that up? I mean, I don't.
He holds up his middle talon and walks away.
Actually, Garrett, you're making a joke, but that's a thing that exists. It's called the contingency spell.
Let's. There's a lot to unpack in that. We'll get into that.
You wake me up and it's like a scene from CW's The Flash. I like wake up and I'm just like, oh no. Like shitting myself like on the way to the bathroom and you're like, where are you going? Like,
I don't know. He's fast enough to keep up with it.
yeah, if he did, he'd be weird though.
He's not kidding. Contingency is you set a condition. When the condition is met, a spell automatically casts. So it could just be if I shit my pants, haste automatically cast on me because I'm going to be scared and I need to get away from it.
If I shit my pants, I'll have floating disc auto cast underneath me so that way it doesn't hit the floor.
Command water automatically casts up the leg.
All valid options, but can we please move on?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
You don't want to talk about how I can avoid shitting myself anymore?
The wizard's auto
thing.
No. We're not talking about that because the trigger is when you shit yourself.
Oh, that's fair.
Let's be honest, it's gonna happen.
Like,
Anyway.
so I'm in the bathroom. Tim the Pimp has sus flipped off to Tib'resh. We have talked about that I will ask him in the future, and we go from there.
Everybody else.
Wearing the same
Productive
clothes as
start to my day.
yesterday, unwashed. I'm going to stagger my way to Alaria's and drink black coffee until around 11:45.
That's the kind of drink that tells a certain kind of story. Go on. Start talking. And you talk with her about it.
You know, Icar is gonna sneak out of the house before breakfast. Although he will try to find Rosalind before he leaves.
It's not that difficult. She's probably still in her room, probably getting ready for the day. So you can talk to her through the door.
Hey,
Yes, what?
did you give Ekaterina my letter?
Yes. Glad you're back.
Okay.
How was your trip?
It was productive. We got a lot accomplished.
Good.
How
And
was
Is this we your friends from the ceremony the other day?
Yes, Rosalind.
Fight any more murderers?
You know, I can't talk about that.
So yes. Okay. Good to know.
Are you mad at me?
I'm concerned.
It sounds a lot like you're mad at me.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Listen, did I miss anything important while I was gone?
Lord Lorien came by asking if we knew anything about his son. And unfortunately, none of us can say anything about that because we don't know.
What
What
happened to his son?
Well, apparently, our future brother-in-law-to-be, or however the hell this is going to work, has gone missing a little while ago.
Dramatic hamster
That's
music cues.
Terrible. I can't believe that son of a bitch would run out and leave our sister like this. Does he know what he's doing? You know, if I find him, I'm probably gonna, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. Is what I'm gonna do.
Something tells me you already have from that tone of voice. Sorry, I natural 20'd her sense motive.
Oh shit!
Wait, what happened here again? What's this dynamic?
This is his sister.
No, I mean, what's the deal with the dude that Icar already gave the business to?
This is the gay pirate couple.
Yeah.
The captain of the Scourgeable Isle, his boyfriend, is this guy.
Who is officially on paper engaged to Icar's second youngest sister.
I didn't realize.
Second oldest sister.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm glad I wasn't around when people were asking questions.
Wait, so our gay pirate friend's lover is Icar's sister's husband-to-be?
Oh, on paper.
How did I not know this?
I'm fairly certain you did, but those episodes exist on YouTube. If you need a refresher, they're there.
Yeah.
I must have just forgot. That's a wild fucking triangle.
Yeah, he Featherfall jumped through the glass on our signal over the Cerberus.
Rosalind, I had nothing to do with this.
I didn't say you did, but it sounds like you knew about it.
Well, there are a lot of rumors that go around the city. I'm surprised Father hasn't heard any of these rumors. The house is supposed to have the best intelligence network in the whole city.
He's been complaining about the Lord Mayor kind of putting a stranglehold on that.
Well, it sounds like he should do something about it.
Well, he's trying to fly low on the radar, but there are some people in the family that are going around and making big shows of themselves.
There are some people who are actually doing something, the people of Kintargo are, they're not just talking about the Silver Ravens because they have a cool name. They're talking about the Silver Ravens because they catch murderers.
Icky, I'm in my small clothes. Can we wait until I get dressed to finish this conversation?
I've got somewhere I need to be.
Then we'll talk about it over dinner.
All right.
I thought you called him Vicky. This is so fun.
I just, next time I send you a letter, don't, Ekaterina's going to figure out anyway. But the last thing I need is her, now she's not going to take it easy on me when we have our next lesson.
I know, and I'm going to watch.
Ugh. Icar's going to huff off.
All right.
Down the stairs.
Okay, and that's everybody's morning routine so far. So what's the actual first thing on the agenda?
I guess let's handle this magic item swap.
Yeah, I'll be at the bridge around noon. Very caffeinated.
I have to head to work.
Tib'resh, back to the grind.
Ever diligent.
The Sigma grind set music plays.
That was a very specific way to describe it. I love that. Sigma grind set.
I don't remember the name of the actual song. Have you seen those memes before, Dillon?
Sigma memes? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I live on the internet, bro.
Okay.
I get you.
So you said it's going to cost, what, 6,000?
6,000 per enchantment you guys are swapping around.
Right.
Jesus
and
Christ.
We're splitting the cost down the middle since we're both getting what we want.
All right, 6,000 for you, 6,000 for me.
Wait, so the way they're doing this, are they Skyrimming it where they're busting up the item and learning the enchantment to put on other things, or they are swapping
one time?
The way that I'm doing it is the way that the rules are supposed to work. That once you make an item, the item is static and it stays that forever, and you have to make, buy, or find a new thing. I dislike that because sometimes you can't find what you want, and sometimes you want to make what you want. So the way that I do it is I take the difference between what it will end up costing and what it does cost, and take the difference, and you can take the enchantment off of one thing and put it on another. In Pathfinder 2nd Edition, they actually make this a mechanic because enchantments are like runes that come and switch between weapons, like, most video game upgrade systems. So,
Okay.
So in hindsight, I should have worked for Paizo because I had a great idea. Anyway. But the way that it works is that their weapons are going to end as the equivalent of a +2 weapon. They're going to be +1 weapons with an enchantment that is price-wise the equivalent of a +1 to make them collectively the equivalent of a +2 weapon, which is worth 8,000 gold. And they're taking +1 enchantments, and +1 weapons are worth 2,000 gold, so the 6,000 gold difference is what it's going to take to turn their current +1 weapons into +2 equivalent weapons by taking these enchantments.
And now I got a falchion that crits 15 and higher.
A 25% chance of a critical threat.
That's fucking absurd.
I've got the blood scarab that allows me to auto-confirm for health.
Once per day, you take D6 damage, and you auto-confirm a crit.
And
1d6?
1d6.
I take 1d6 of damage to automatically, if I get a critical threat, automatically confirm it. And then next level I take
so you could conceivably lose 1 health and auto-confirm a fucking gnarly-ass crit.
Yes.
Yep.
That's nuts. That thing was totally for you, dude.
And next level I start handing out my criticals to my friends.
Yeah.
And next level I start touching my friends with my palm and they turn into sheep.
They can choose to resist.
They can try.
That's right. It's right. Your saving throw for 5th level spells is going to be pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's.
Well, now my rapier, now my whip does this much damage.
Jesus fucking Christ! You really do have this planned out from start to finish. You're a madman.
But I haven't.
I'm literally like I'm winging it, and I'm a fucking wizard. That's like the most fucking technical class I can think of next to all this little shit you're doing.
It is not the most technical class I can think of. There's an entire book full of them.
Well, you're a madman.
It's the reason why I don't allow those classes. They're just too complicated.
Dare I say the forbidden word, occultist.
No,
the fact that Luke went.
No, I was about to say Roger knows the true forbidden word, metaphysical spell shaper.
We don't use that language in this house.
Is that something I can do?
Not unless you have a sacred prostitute.
Well, it's a big city.
And unfortunately, Calistria has kind of been driven out of here.
What if I special order a sacred prostitute?
Unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't allow that prestige class because it's third party.
Yeah, don't ask what book it's from.
Mine technically is my race.
Sure.
I have flat out referenced this in a previous session. I know because I showed the book in the edit. It's around there somewhere. But anyway, moving on. You guys
no sacred prostitutes.
Correct. You guys spend a couple of hours and a couple thousand gold, and you guys get your new fancy shiny weapons. It is. Sugtok, you think this thing's so sharp you almost feel like you're going to cut yourself just looking at it.
It is sharpened on both sides. I want to try to just like clean up my neck beard.
Scimitars are only sharpened on one side because the back of the sword is famously thicker.
Yeah, it's a falchion, but yeah, same concept.
The one side is just dramatically.
Yeah, it's.
Sorry, that was weird, and I shouldn't have said anything. My bad.
It's okay.
I was gonna say scimitar to prompt it. To be fair, mint falchion.
Yeah. But anyway, so Tib'resh is at work. You're doing that. Flickie is.
Oh yeah, Tib'resh has a job. It's been like a month in real time since he fucking went to work. Oh, you said Flickie is and then trailed off. My bad. I am. Fuck. I mean, do we have any group plans for the day, or are we just farting around?
I believe you're going to be recharging your staff.
Well, yeah, of course.
So, by the way, the 4 days on the road, I imagine you did that.
Yeah, I mean, I should have said something, but like, if my staff isn't full and there's a day where nothing's happening, I'm getting a charge.
Okay, so with today, that would be 5 charges that you've gained back from the thing. Okay,
and that should fill it back up.
And you have 1 less first level spell slot, like you're, missing a lot of them. Excuse me.
Oh, you just mean because I'm sacrificing that to recharge the staff. Okay.
Yeah, and you've still got, what, 5?
Yeah, I've still got 5. Well, I guess the only thing I'm going to do today, other than finish filling my staff up... Actually, I only used it a couple times, and it was full before the fight with the aboleth, so I think I got it back before the 5th day.
All right, cool.
But either way, that doesn't matter because I'm not really spelling it up right now. I guess I'm just gonna fart around and hang out with Icar if I can.
All right.
I mean,
This is literally the day you're doing shit.
This is literally the day that we're doing the magic weapon stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well then I fucking hang out with. Oh, I slept at Tibresh's place. I hang out with Tib'resh.
Tib'resh is at work.
Oh my god! I hang out at Tibresh's place and make cookies.
Did you ask him if you could stay there for the day, or is he unaware when?
Dude, he was gone well before. I mean, I shit myself, and by the time I got out of the bathroom, he was gone.
Okay,
Tim,
so
is that true?
Unexpected cookies.
Yeah, so he gets unexpected magic cookies.
He sees Flickie sees a piece of paper where the Tib'resh has written a note saying,
No.
you could stay the night, but that's it. He just picks him and goes, oh, toilet paper.
Oh, this is supply sweet.
Yeah, I would have had to. I would have planned on getting to work at some point in the morning.
And I do clean up Tim the Pimp shit off the floor.
Well, you're back,
I'm
huh?
like, baller move, but I still gotta clean this up.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm I'm sure you've missed me. I've it's it was.
I've barely noticed.
Oh well.
Oh my, what a bitch.
Well, I'm here.
Oh my god, are you really that insecure? It's a joke.
Oh, that. Good. Yeah, sorry. I am. I'm insecure, and my friends all say I'm really gullible. But
It's written on the ceiling.
I was about to make that joke.
I've gotten that one before. So anyway, I'm here to work. Let's get going. What's here? Let me grab that stack of paper. How have things been going since I was gone?
It's been work. It's been relatively quiet, and I guess there's some author that's put out this new book. It's called Eat, Pray, Love.
Eat, pray, love. That's a really simple way to live your life.
Well, if you think it's so simple, think about that after you transcribe the first 10 pages a couple dozen times. That's what you're on today.
Oh, okay. Tib'resh copies Eat, Pray, Love for the afternoon.
Although to be fair, this version of Eat, Pray, Love is specifically... it appears to be a hunter's handbook.
I was thinking like 3 pages of recipes, 4 pages of prayers to different gods.
It's Eat, Pray,
3
Love,
pages of smut.
It's Eat, Pray, Love, but the pray is with an E.
Yeah. It's like...
Hell yes.
It's like, Eat, Pray, Love.
Why would anyone need to know how to cook a falcon for dinner?
Is this just sultry, like the saucy bedside tables of the middle-aged women of this realm?
No, it's literally like a hunter's handbook.
Even better.
Okay, I just got back from peeing and I saw the Eat, Pray, Love joke. That's funny. I'll take it. Excuse me.
It's not a joke. It's literally what Tib'resh is transcribing at work right now.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's a hunter's handbook.
Oh, that's even fun. That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. I like that.
Thank you.
Oh, also, anyone in the group who knows him, Ryan Tracy says hello. He's in the living room right now.
All right, cool. So, does anybody have anything specific they want to do, like especially magic weapon guys? It does not take all day. You still have most of the afternoon ahead of you.
I guess, as we're doing this, like, Icar, do you remember any of the rumors we had heard before, our last big outing?
Well, aren't we still looking for
let me
Shenson?
see. Player wrote them down.
Nobody's really heard anything. I've been asking around about her a lot, but every time I've asked.
We know about the like soiree that Thrun is gonna throw. He's planning something.
Oh yeah. When is that party supposed to be?
No one knows. It's all kind of nebulous.
Well, I think you're the only one of us who has a date lined up.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Let's
Yes.
Coffee house.
Icar Jhaltero, as oblivious as a shonen protagonist.
Luffy!
No, I mean I heard that, and I heard the different date. Like I had a time in the future lined up, and I was like, what?
Roger, as dense as a shonen protagonist.
Exactly.
I mean, Roger
meanwhile,
is a
I am
fucking shonen protagonist.
100% like the creepy older character. Like, yes,
But no, I mean, other than that news, I think there was another rumor that Barzillai was going to start hiking the prices up on everything in the city.
Well, start.
Yeah.
It's been going on for months.
No, but it starts with the bridge tax, and then he's going to do something else. And we haven't heard any other rumors, though. Do you want to just go collect rumors?
I'm remembering something about the basement of the opera house. There's treasure.
That is treasure.
Shitload of treasure.
Yeah, the opera house is where he lives.
I know that, but treasure.
Okay, how do you intend to get into the basement of the opera house that is currently being used as the home away from home of the Lord Mayor?
All right, so I heard about some wizards that can create teleportation circles. They zip you from this place to that place.
Okay, but they have to know where they're going.
Yeah, the basement. If it goes well, bunch of treasure.
That's like hopping on a boat west of here and saying, "Where are you going?" I don't know. There's an island somewhere out in the ocean.
I think below.
If this is the argument you're making, I would like knowledge arcana checks from you, Sugtok.
This is gonna be bad.
God, the time I'm not there to make my best check.
Well, here's the thing. He does kind of know what he's talking about, but he also recognizes that, oh shit, that's right. Icar is pointing out the flaw in my brilliant plan.
I mean, best case scenario, we get we have arcane people up on our team and on our teams. Best case scenario, they teleport us straight into a treasure hoard of our main enemies.
Worst case scenario, they teleport.
It sends us 5 miles the wrong direction, and we're in the middle of the ocean. I understand
the
things
worst
could be
case
bad.
scenario is that it teleports us right in front of our worst enemy.
That is the best case scenario. Easy to kill him if he's surprised. No guards around. Up and personal. Knife to the throat. Shazam. What if he's on the toilet and we just shake?
Okay, let's not talk about this too loudly.
You guys don't know, but I just had some serious Ultima 1 flashbacks.
Honestly, I know it's still on our to-do list. I was hoping to go talk with Baroness Jarvis to see if if she's been getting along well, if Rexus has actually used the architect that we loaned out from her.
Can we stop by Kinnaman's on the way there?
Sure.
I'd like to come with you, but I should be presentable if we're going that side of the greens.
Who did I go to Lady Jarvis's house with last time? I know I went with someone else.
Kyra was there.
Kyra was there. That's right.
Is she a single mother, or
she is she's on the upper end of middle age, not quite old.
Uh-oh.
Does she have a husband?
Yes.
My internet just freaked out. I lost
proprietor. The producer's plan.
Garrett is inquiring as to the marital status of the Baroness.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he's dejected at the answer of taken.
I was just thinking I could producers this thing.
You scooped every little old lady in town. Yes. Yes, I did.
Yes, I did. But yeah, I'd like to go to Kinnaman's, get a nice set of clothes.
Okay.
Just kind of pop in, grab something off the.
It would be nice to I was actually at Hedemann's the other day.
He might have my mask ready.
He might have your mask ready. Let's go check that out.
Yes, and Post haste.
Okay. Back to the Devil's Threads. It's getting in the later end of the afternoon. Probably around 3 or 4 at this point. But he's in there and says, "Ah, friends, welcome. Please, come in. I think I know what I can do for one of you, but what can I do for you, my lordly friend?"
Oh, I'm just here to see what happens.
Always a fun path to take in life. Now, Mr. Shattersong. It's not quite finished yet, but most of the detail is finished. And he goes into the back and comes back with a small shoebox-sized little crate, opens it up, and pulls out this leather mask that's been stained. I'm not going to say bright red. Let's say like rose red, like the color of an actual rose flower, with this metal V on the forehead, opening right here so that your nose and mouth are visible, and laces running down the back, and it comes down, the leather part changes into, from the red of the head down into just the basic brown leather color, as it covers basically like where a gorget would cover for protecting a knight's neck under a suit of armor, down the back about as far as Dillon's hair goes, and almost all the way to the edge of the shoulders, like basically like the collar piece of my dungeon master costume.
Hell yeah.
He's like, "Now, the coloration's not finished on this, but while you're here, please come on back. Let me see if I got the fit correct."
Certainly, yeah. I think I'd like to try it on in private.
Of course. Changing rooms this way.
I guess I'll wander around out here.
If you'd like to see how I could use a friend's opinion on if it's flattering or not.
Just call me back in when you're finished.
Hedeman, you'll give me the truth. So I want to go into the back room and put the mask on.
All right, you put it on, and it's not the leather part isn't exactly finished yet. He still has to do a little bit of fine shaving and finishing, and he has to pick up fabric in some parts. It's doing that thing that leather caps do, where they've got that point in the back, kind of like what Deadpool's mask does, but it's more pronounced.
Okay. Does it feel like tight leather? Is there any kind of give elasticity to it?
Well, as you start to lace it up, you realize that, wow, I have a bigger head than I thought, because it's getting really, really tight. So, but it is leather, so it will have some give with use, but since this is still brand spanking new, it hasn't gotten broken in yet. But it's like, if this was made maybe quarter of an inch more circumference to the head, the laces would tie up and it would fit snugly, but not constrictingly like it is right now.
I'm gonna
to be fair, you have a significant amount of beard that you also have to kind of feed through the mouth hole too.
So I want to have loosened up the laces. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on, but I want to loosen up the laces and say, Hedeman, if we really want to get the fitment right, if I'm going to be wearing this any kind of regularly, you should probably get a correct measurement of my face.
I was thinking the same thing. Please, come on here. And
based
on what Kyra has told me, you are something of a shapeshifter yourself.
Good, I can trust you. And I'm gonna oink out.
Oh dear.
My snout.
Well.
So.
Oink out. I love that.
Right. Sorry, I just had brief flashbacks to the time I encountered the cultist of Lamashtu. Anyway, let me give that here. That's going to change what I do with the mouth opening. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to have to reinforce this part so the tusks don't pierce through. Ooh, I could make that look like a mouth with that design. And he's there muttering to himself and making notes and little chalk marks for the better part of about 5 minutes. We're saying, I think that's all that I need for now. I'm gonna get back to work, and I have been working on this in my spare time. It's why it's taken so long, and some orders are coming in, because I don't know if you've heard, but apparently the Lord Mayor is having a party of sorts, and people are needing their dresses taken care of.
Yes, actually, well, let's speak about this with Icar. That's part of why we come here.
Wonderful. You might want to take that off before you stretch the leather a bit too much. I need to keep the measurements where they are.
Right, and I'm gonna pull my face back in, get back to normal, and like very carefully remove the mask.
Of course.
Lazing it down.
Hedman is helping you this time. He's helping, like, filth it over. He's like, oh, yes, the beard. I'm going to have to factor that in as well. Maybe less of a chin. Okay. He makes another chalk mark under, like, in the neck beard zone. And they come out of the fitting room.
Icar is, looking around to the women's clothing section, just sort of holding things up. No.
I must say, Lord Icar, you'd look fetching in that one.
Oh, no. Nah, do you really think so? No. It's not.
I really do.
No, I appreciate your help last time, but it's just like none of this is the right size.
Kyra made sure made sure to give you a little bit of grief on her behalf from me because she's busy today.
I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, the joke. Okay. No,
he gives you a shit-eating grin.
That phrase gets thrown around so much.
I had no idea how skinny she was.
Me.
And so everything here would just sort of hang off of her. So, we weren't here long enough for you to get measurements, were we?
No, but I have a good trained eye. I've been doing this for a very long while, and it's not as though she's an unknown to me. Yeah. What? Oh no, you. Okay. What sort of thoughts just enter into your head whenever you're walking down the street and you think someone might attack you or jump you or threaten you in some way?
What do I think?
Yes. This question's for you too, Sugtok.
I wish they would.
I mean, if some.
Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not for you.
I would hope to, sort of diffuse the situation. But at the end of the day, I've got to stand my ground. That's what Ekaterina taught us.
Exactly, and it's what you've been taught. What you've been taught factors into this, just as I have been taught. I just can't. Unfortunately, there's that little part in my mind that is just constantly taking people's measurements just from a sight. I can't turn it off.
I see.
Yes, it's one of those occupational hazards that just sticks with you even once you've closed up shop for the day.
Well, do you think, just in your time, I don't even know what her favorite color is. I didn't think to ask that.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be able to help you at some point.
Okay. Oh, the mask. How did it look? How did it turn out?
It is
better than I thought. Some improvements still need to be made, but it was never finished anyway.
Just a bit of fine tuning, and I think it will be exquisite.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Now, Hedman, if you want to include some, rather than the design I gave you originally, if you want to kind of reference the source material, as it were,
I see what you're getting at.
The mask, it'd be great.
We'll see what I can work into it. After I need to make adjustments to the prototype, as it were.
Well, you are a master at
Thank
your
you.
craft.
Thank you.
Oh, do you have any fine clothes? I'm trying to impress a noble.
Clearly, he's not talking about you.
Who are you trying to impress, Sugtok?
Are we going to talk to our contractors?
Oh, Lady Jarvis Lady Jarvis doesn't care about what you're dressing. Her head is full of like buildings and stones and arches. She'd be much more interested in where you're living, which to her would probably give her a small heart attack.
He's living in Red Roof. Red Roof is an okay district.
Do you have anything in a nice like marble color?
I think I have several things in a nice marble color. Marble or more towards slate. I have things arranging in between.
Which is the finer stone?
Well, it depends. Marbling has white with additions of gray.
Just whichever is better.
You know what? Come here. I think I have something for you.
You're the expert.
And he gets you a... It's sort of off marble. It's more of a grayer tint to it. But you're able to find something that's serviceable. It's the cleanest thing you've worn in a while. It's more of a tunic setup and a long, puffier from the elbow down shirt, and some nice breeches.
Well, look at yeah. You said she's into stonework, and now I look like I'm stoned. Do you get it?
I get it. It's just not funny.
It's gonna work, right? She's gonna like me.
I can't guarantee that she'll like you, but she will be intrigued by you, which is a good step. It's the first step.
Good enough. Well, Hedman, what do I owe you for this?
That will be... We'll call it an even 12 gold pieces.
Fair enough. Your skills cannot be met.
Doing the best I can. Things are still getting a bit tight, and martial law is still doing wonderful things to the economy.
Change is on its way.
I hope so.
Icar, I follow you.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, then we will
okay.
head towards the greens.
All right. As you guys are heading towards the greens, I'm going to call it for tonight because we're getting close to our deadline, and we've been going for almost 4 hours. So, and this will be a good place to pick up next time.
This has been a really solid session. I wish we did any amount of comment, but it's been really fun. The more we dig into Icar's backstory, the more interested I get.
I enjoy just the pure amount of fuckery
just
tonight
like
between
current
a lot of us.
Story.
I mean, I'm interested to see what's going on with you and Miss Doker.
I'm trying to make that happen, so I'm right in that same boat with you.
And also, just like, I don't know.
Mom, what are you doing?
He's expressed interest in some personal projects, I guess. You know, like taking care of the horses. It might be fun to just go for a ride. Or if any of the noble houses are really enamored with horses, maybe we could go for a horse ride, and that'll help us.
There are knowledge and ability checks you can make in future sessions to figure out what the heads of each noble house are fond of.
Yeah, we've got to go down the list. I've got to
talking about how like I could make friends with some noble house members, or what do you?
Yeah,
well, like I think that would be the easiest thing for us to do in the coming weeks. I mean, I know we've also got the option of going to Vire, but I'd like to sort of settle some of our own house here in Cantargo, so that if we go to Vire and like things go tits up,
oh, I forgot about Vire.
We'll be able to come back here and kind of regroup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I really have no idea what the hell is going to
that could be fun.
happen when we go there.
Right now, just getting our combat shit updated at the beginning was like, oh yeah, we're gonna wreck shit whenever we get to fighting again. Now that we're not underwater, it's like the gravity training in DB.
Like shit.
Yeah, it's like the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah.
Shit is gonna wreck us too, though. I'm worried.
Oh yeah.
Before we move on with that, would you like to roll me a knowledge local check on Vire?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, so what kind of XP did Tib'resh
I got a 30.
There's not much in the way of XP this session.
I feel like there was a legendary race for the agents,
Yeah,
with at least 5,000 experience.
Hey,
Basically, just round up to the next level.
There probably was, just not in this session. Someone else is probably playing a game somewhere else where that happened.
I incapacitated a goon. That should count for XP.
He was low level enough that he was low level enough that his level indicator was gray on your HUD. Okay.
Oh, you shot him 4 times, and the usual 5 experience didn't even show up.
Something like that.
We shot him once, it missed, and he died.
Hey, I'm sorry. And what was the response of the knowledge check?
30.
You've done
17 plus 13. Baby.
Okay, you have done a significant amount of reading, and one of the members of the Pathfinder Society, by the name of Karaya Asmirin, decided to recount her first and only trip to Vyre as thus. A stroll along the streets of Vyre is one long assault on the senses, as punters and pushers, pimps and perverts shove and scrutinize, promise and threaten, doing their best to entice and cajole passers-by into sampling their wares. Follow, they say, as they beckon to doors or nearby alleyways. Within, all your dreams will be fulfilled. Whatever your wish, whatever your desire, you will not be the first to indulge. Not here. What happens beyond closed doors shall stay beyond closed doors in Vyre. Signs and placards leave nothing to the imagination, whether they be brothels or drug parlors or menageries or markets. And frankly, it can be hard to tell which is which in this city.
So Vyre is Las Vegas.
Pretty much.
Vyre is beyond achieving
Vyre is
balance.
Gamora.
Sugtok and Gamora, that seedy gritty stare.
So if we go to Vyre, we're either gonna. What I'm hearing is if we go to Vyre, we're either gonna get fucked or we're gonna get fucked.
I just need to avoid the opium dens. It was a rough 3 minutes of my life, you guys.
Oh, I'm gonna get high in Vyre, bro.
Higher and Vyre.
Get higher in Vyre.